Chat. I'm allowed to have a long intro song. Sometimes there's stuff I need to do. I want to start the stream and then I still have to do stuff. So that's where we're at. Okay. I have lost 7 pounds so far. I'm displeased with this. Something about this that has spurred me on to like hardcore retard myself. Cutting out the creamer has resolved some weight issues. But now I'm going to actually start doing the calories in, calories out shit. That's my plan. Interesting. Not the... Who cares? Me. I do. If you don't care, you can fuck off. I talk about everything that I want to and nothing that I don't want to on this stream. That's my position. What has he turned into? I'm banning you. I'm straight up fucking banning you. You join my stream and then say, what the fuck do you mean you lost weight, you dumb piece of shit? Fuck you. How about this? How about you suck my ass? You can help me lose weight by getting on your knees and sucking all the shit out of my entire bowels. Thanks for joining. Feel free to super chat. Make sure to subscribe on Rumble. You get follower benefits, extra emojis to spam at the end of the chat. Okay. Let's see. I have no catch up to do. I guess I should mention that the foundation is slowly going up. I'm mostly waiting on one particular thing, which of course is the most important thing to any and all issues related to a enterprise, and that is of course your source of revenue. So before we get that ready, we can't launch it yet. I've gotten a lot of other stuff set up, but that will be going soon. Supposedly I'm gonna have some way to replace the Gumroad soon as well, but in the meantime, of course, I welcome all the super chatters, as that is a primary source of my discretionary spending at the moment. Let's see. So, it is Valentine's Day. That's right. Where would you go on Valentine's Day if you were having a hot date, chat? Let's have I just throw some names out there. You got an afternoon. What are you gonna do? Me personally, I want some fucking chicken. So I don't know where you can get the fanciest fried chicken on the planet. But I have 1,300 calories left for today, and I intend to eat some fried fucking chicken. And I'll make it a romantic occasion as well. You liked your hoodie? Oh, great. Wonderful. It's the last merch ever. Don't expect any more merch ever for the foreseeable future until Donald Trump places his big orange orangutan hands on the neck of the striped CEO and shakes him and shakes him and shakes him until his neck fucking snaps. Until that day, there will be no more merchandise ever again. Fuck grilled chicken. Grilled chicken tastes like ass. You know what I had for breakfast today? I did some reading, and I realized what I was going to do to get protein in and not at a limited, as much protein as possible. So I bought a giant pack of tuna. I bought albacore tuna, and I'm going to eat 2 of those for breakfast every week. And it's in olive oil, so you don't even have to add mayo. You can just put some salt and pepper on it. Eat that fucker out of a tin like a cat. Go meow, meow, and eat some tuna. Dude, grilled chicken sucks. Even with Nando's sauce, it sucks ass. Fuck grilled chicken. Yeah, fried's the way to go. Alright, anyways, enough about food. If I talk about food or dieting, you guys never shut the fuck up about it. It's literally the most annoying thing in the entire fucking world. I don't know how people do it. It inspires murderous rage in me. Let's talk about, oh god. You know what, the fat posting can continue, because we have to talk about sports. I made a very intelligent, let's play this video first. This is the winning team in Philadelphia. They won the sports bowl. She, man. Fuck you, Rider.com. What, you trying to move out of Philadelphia? Shouldn't have done that during the Super Bowl, bitch, motherfucker. We stealing all your shit. Hell yeah. Dump all that shit out into the street. Decorate the streets of Philadelphia with that motherfucker's garbage and shit, man. Oh, they're still warm, babe. Awesome. Great. That's what happens when you win a game, apparently. Now, I had saw a post recently from a Jewish German author known as Kalergi, and he was quoted with something. Oh, he was quoted with this or attributed with this quote that says something like, "Jews are meant to rule over all of Europe." And I was very curious about this, and it had a source attached to it. So I'm like, okay, well, let me read it. So I did, in fact, find an English copy of R.N. Coudenhove Kalergi, Practical Idealism, which is, if you don't know, this guy is effectively the closest thing you can get to a founding father for the European Union. And he wrote this here. He's what he calls a pacifist, and his idea of pacifism is that in order for pacifism to exist, there has to be one country that is so militaristic and so powerful compared to all other nations that enforces a pacifism, but is not willing to use military by itself. So he's effectively describing, and I think this book was even written in 1924, so he's effectively describing Pax Americana following World War II. But he writes this, he says that an issue that the world has is that men by nature are militaristic. So he aspires to enforce pacifism by supplanting in people ways to express their nationalism and their militarism without actually causing war. So he says here, pacifist propaganda is directed at war instincts, war interest, and war ideals. The struggle against war instinct must be waged by weakening and diverting them and by strengthening counter instinct. Above all, the people must be cured of war and must let their war instincts die, just as smokers, drinkers, and morphine addicts discard their proclivities by not exercising them, which is a funny way of saying dying. The means to cure people of war is peace politics. Sport is very apt in diverting human, in particular the masculine fighting instincts, from the war mentality. It is no coincidence that the most sports-loving people in Europe, the English and Scandinavians, are also the most peaceful. Only hunting is the exception here. It preserves the most primitive form of combat and strengthens the murderous instincts instead of draining them. It has contributed much to the preservation of European militarism, that in many European countries, hunting was the main sport of the ruling caste and men. For hunting easily teaches disregard for the lives of others and dulls one to bloodshed. Now, I posted this, and a lot of people got very angry at me and said, like, what do you... You're such a fucking nerd, bro. This is why you're fat. And a bunch of people said, but I watch it with my family. So first of all, yes, I am a fucking nerd, obviously. Are you like a retarded person? Second, I didn't realize that drinking Mountain Dew and eating Doritos and sitting at a bar eating chicken wings was a sport these days, but I guess it is now. Maybe I'll take that up myself. Sounds interesting to me. And then finally, you watch it with your family. Well, that's the fucking problem. Did you read the fucking text? It's right here. It says what the... It says exactly why that is retarded. Does your boomer family have your politics? Probably not. You know why? Because they watch sports ball. That's part of it. One person who was upset by this... By the way, this is a very interesting read, and I would actually highly recommend it to anyone who enjoys reading. Again, it's called Practical Idealism. It's written originally in German by Kalergi, who is effectively like a Thomas Jefferson for the European Union. One of my favorite things in here is that he explains that the Jews were... The way that he describes it, I can best relate to Ghostbusters. At the end, the Ghostbusters are on the tower, and... the bad guy, I forget his name, says, choose the form of your destructor. And then the guy thanks the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and that's the guy that runs around destroying New York at the end, right? He effectively says that the Jews are the Stay Puft Marshmallow Men at the end of Ghostbusters. He says that because of the programs and because of the Roman Empire trying to destroy Judea, it has made the Jews a resilient, resourceful, intelligent, and sort of communal entity that cannot be destroyed. So I thought that was very interesting, very thought-provoking. It's a very interesting read. I would actually recommend it if you give a fuck. Most of you don't give a fuck, so let's move on to Ethan Ralph. Yes, this is a bit early. I do like to talk about Ethan Ralph late in my stream, towards the very end. I like to hide the good stuff towards the end, and Ralph Mail content is always the good stuff. He responded to my Zeet about, and this is kind of breaking my rule, but it's Ethan Ralph, so I'll bend it for a second. Responded to my Zeet saying, you fantasize about killing, you're offing your mother again tonight, much more productive than watching the Super Bowl. It's true, that is more productive in a very technical sense. And then I woke up the next morning and I said, sorry, your team lost Ralph trying to relapse. He coped about his team not winning the Super Bowl by saying the only thing that matters to him is keeping the Buffalo Bills out of the Super Bowl. So even though his fucking team lost, the Kansas City Chiefs coped and sneeded. They kept the... Look, I'm not a sports ball expert, but I'm pretty sure... Have the Bills ever won a Super Bowl? I'm pretty sure it's a meme that the Buffalo Bills have never won a fucking Super Bowl, right? Buffalo Bills Super Bowls. They have made 4 appearances, but have never won the Super Bowl. So, bro, you're rooting against a team that's never fucking won. So, yeah, chances are they're not gonna fucking win. This is another reason why the fucking Super Bowl is so fucking dumb. Because it's not even that it's like a band of like mercenaries that don't represent the country as a whole. They don't even represent their location. It's not even like the players for the Kansas City Chiefs are like from Kansas City, or at least from fucking Missouri, or at least from Kansas. They're like from California. They're from New York. They're not even from the U.S. oftentimes. And then they get traded. By the way, here's the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs lost the game. I didn't watch it, but I guarantee you that this is right. They traded my boy. Well, let me find it. I have a thing for this actually, but I didn't pull it up, so because I'm a retarded person. Here it is. Let's drop this in real quick. Skip ahead. I wasn't going to mention this right now, but I figured I'll do it right now. The reason why the Kansas City Chiefs lost, and somebody was like, Josh, you're rooting against Ralph's team. Don't you know they have L'Jarius Sneed? No, he's on Tennessee Titans now. They traded him. Immediately after they won the Super Bowl last year, they traded L'Jarius to the Tennessee Titans. So that's why they lost. They had their meme card. They had the meme magic on their team, and they disregarded it by whatever bullshit rules allowed them to just arbitrarily shuffle their own players. Like, what is even the point? Like, honestly, what is the point of the game? If your team is, like, just trading players, if some guy from Tennessee, or from California is playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, and then he gets traded to the Tennessee Titans, like, there's no... You're not. We're just rooting for the jersey colors. You're like that lady who sang that song, like, I'm wearing Tennessee orange for him. It's like you're just rooting for the fucking color. Yay, orange guys. Fuck you. I hate sports people. It's so fucking gay. I root here's my sports team. I like whatever team L'Jarius Sneed is on. Okay. Anyways, so he lost, and he copes by saying that the Buffalo Bills didn't win. Well, the Buffalo Bills weren't going to fucking win because, this was the second prong of this. The other thing, besides the fact that they trade the players around, when you win the Super Bowl, right, then everybody runs out and they buy the Kansas City Chiefs merchandise from the NFL.com, and the NFL makes shit zillion dollars, and the Kansas City Chiefs make shit zillion dollars. Well, then they have a shit zillion dollars, right? So then they can just go and say, hey, we want your best player from this team and your best player from this team. And then they can just pack their team with the absolute best of the best. And the Buffalo Bills, who haven't won a fucking game ever, have no money. They got to, like, recruit whatever, like, tier 5 player they can onto their team, right? That's out. It's just like, I don't know. How could you possibly fucking care? Anyways, there's another thing he was coping about. He said something like 38 years ago. He was glazing black people. That was for the slide. Congratulations to these Alabama Crimson Tide legends, Jalen Hurts and Heisman winner Devonta Smith. Chiefs lost fair and square. So even when he loses, he's like, I need to pay respects, my deep held respects to these ebony gods who rule over. These ebony gods are so high above Ethan Ralph that if they were to take a shit on him from the sky, it would fall on them from such a height that Ethan Ralph would think that God himself had just taken a big diarrhea dump right on his fucking head. That's how high up these kangs are over Ethan Ralph. And he acknowledges that. And he goes on Zeta and says, oh boy, I love you so much. I love you so much. You're so good at passing that ball. You're so good at passing that ball. Your skin color is so smooth and chocolatey. I love you so much. So fucking cringe. I hate people. White people deserve to be extinct. I've come to this realization. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to play it. Oh, God. Okay, this was a Super Bowl advertisement. This is a precursor to something else I'm going to be talking about. And there's another thing I was going to say. He paid millions of dollars for this. Yeah, I'll get into it. I'll just play this. Oh shit, spoiler alert.
So what's up, guys? I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone. Go to Yeezy.com.
So that is a multi-million-dollar Super Bowl advertisement. And appears that Kanye West was high on laughing gas after getting his teeth done. So he just shot a little Vidaruski to just put on the Super Bowl, no big deal. To advertise Yeezy.com. Well, as shameful as it is for me to take sponsorships and play advertisements like this, if you were to go to Yeezy.com right now, the website would be down, surprisingly. So we'll talk about that in a second, but I figured I would give some foreshadowing to future topics. Speaking of advertisements, Stellantis, which is the owner of, it's a big long list, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. And I want to say something else. I want to say they own Buick or some shit. But guess what they're doing? You have those media entertainment consoles and all your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Rams. Well, Stellantis says, hey, that's a great advertising space. Let's sell advertising space in your fucking car to the highest bidder. So now if you buy a brand new car, you buy a brand new Jeep, a Jeep is like a giant piece of shit. When I used to think of Jeeps, you know what I think of? I think of that they won that contract to do Humvees in the Middle East, and they famously had like no undercarriage protection, so they just like maimed like thousands of troops that rolled over IEDs constantly. That's my mental association with Jeep. I don't even know if that's accurate, but that's what I think of when I think of a Jeep. So the Jeeps, all American, of course, very American patriotic vehicle. If you buy your, how much is it? How much is a brand new Jeep? Let me look this up. I've never been interested in a Jeep. 2025 price. What's the MSRP? $32,000. You spend $32,000 on a Jeep, doesn't do fucking anything, useless fucking vehicle. But it will play you ads. Then you get to watch ads while you're driving. Wow, that's safe. Where's NHTSA on this, motherfucker? You want a government agency that does something? What about NHTSA? You keep telling me on the radio not to drink and drive, even though it might be extremely tempting to just crack one open and relax. God's strongest drunk driver. But then they said, oh, watch these ads. No, how is that worse? How's that better? Oh, I can't use the word drunk driving? Weren't Humvees built by GM? Look, I don't give a fuck, okay? I just know that people don't... That's just my mental association. Could be wrong. A lot of my mental associations are wrong. It took me about 5 years to figure out that Nick DeOrio, that really, really fat guy that's like a fan of Keemstar, and some other really, really fat guy were different people. Oh, Tipster. These people were like an amalgamation in my head for literally half a decade, and only in the last couple months have I managed. I sound drunk. Only in the last couple of months have I been able to figure out what the fuck I'm even talking about. Anyways, this of course will be a priority if any foundation were to arise and protect consumer rights. Ads have no place in a fucking vehicle. Anything you spend money on has no place showing you advertisements. Once you buy something, you should own it, and it should not play you ads. DVDs should not play you ads. Vehicles should not play you ads. Video games should not play you ads. It's preposterous that we have allowed things to progress in such a derogatory way that now we buy something and then we have to buy the ad plus, the ad free version. It's fucking farcical. How do you know what to buy? I know it's a joke. I'm gonna sound angry when I say this, but you don't have to buy anything. Fun fact, they don't want you to know this, but you don't actually have to buy a fucking thing, and all this shit is fucking garbage made in China for pennies on the fucking dollar, and you don't actually have to spend any money on it because it's fucking garbage, and it's going to be forgotten about in a couple months. Whatever it is, whatever you're thinking about, fucking trash. These things are built specifically in China, in Malaysia, in Indonesia for pennies on the dollar to be shipped across the ocean to the United States to be handled for a couple days at absolute best, and then end up in a landfill where the average plastic takes approximately 700 years to biodegrade. That's what they're made for. That's the process. It's the China to dumpster pipeline. It's very real. PlayStation. This is the video game suck segment, which is becoming a thing. I don't even play video games anymore. I've been watching people playing video games. You know what I've been watching recently? I've been watching literally 10-year-old replays of some guy with a voice changer called Chalankwa, who's the best player that Dota 2 has ever fucking seen. And he shits on kids all day. And I just watch these videos and I have lost control over my life. Anyways, PlayStation lost the PSN network and went completely down for 20 hours without any notification from PlayStation, which of course means that all online multiplayer games... Oh, the hamster. That's of course the hamster. It's very important. It's the hamster. Very important if you want to play any online games. But here's the real fun thing. It's very important if you want to play games that don't require a fucking internet connection at all your single player games, because you have to phone home to the Sony headquarters to make sure that you have a license for the game that you have put into your fucking computer. Otherwise, it won't let you play it. And because people figured out a long time ago when they first started doing this that you could just unplug the fucking thing and then you could play the game, even if you did pirate it, they said, okay, well, we'll fix that by making an always online connection. So now for 20 hours, people had a product they had paid fucking money for on their computer, ready to go, that they couldn't play because PlayStation Network couldn't be reached because of no fault of their own, which is just egregious. And it's like, I want to stress to everybody, this is literally not normal. This was never the case. This has never existed in the thousands of years of human history until 2016. Like somewhere between 2008 to 2016, this is when it became normal for a corporation to hold you by the balls and squeeze your cock and balls whenever it pleased them. And you never own anything ever. It was never a thing. When I was growing up, it was never a thing. You went to Walmart, you bought the Diablo 2 Collector's Edition, you put in the disc, you could play Lord of Destruction all day, every day. You could play it offline if you wanted to. Not anymore. You'll never have that again. The kids these days, if you're younger than 18, you'll never know that experience, and you'll never have it, and you'll never have it again. It sucks to be you. It sucks to be young right now. My grandfather had a thing that he would say. He would... He's like 70 something, I think like 73, 74. And he would tell me that he had a good life and he feels bad for me because everything's going to go to shit in my lifetime. Well, that's true. It did all go to shit. He was completely accurate. But I want to tell the younger generation, the people younger than me, you're going to have it even fucking worse. You're going to be a cyber slave. You're going to have brain implants that control your thoughts. You're going to sleep and dream of advertisements like in Futurama. Your life will be an endless nightmare, and there'll never be an opportunity for it to get better unless you vote for Donald J. Trump for president for life right the fuck now. To be a positive poly. Unless you vote for the Trump dynasty forever. Then we have a chance. PlayStation sucks. That's not news. However, I didn't hear this until right before the stream. PlayStation apparently fired a ton of people in its California offices. And there is a theory that the reason why the PlayStation Network went down is that some fucking tranny in California started pulling out plugs on his way out the door. And they had to like hire somebody new to go back in and figure out what the fuck happened. So, corporate sabotage is apparently the leading suspicion of why, because it also makes sense why they didn't put out a statement. Like they fired the team, then the team shut it down, and then it's like, well, we have to put up a notice. And it's like, well, nobody knows what happened. So funny how that works. Next in video games suck. This video, this one. This is the same thing. No, it's not. That's the next segment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Civ fans.
Thank you, Civ fans. Y'all are the best fans in gaming.
Thank you, Civ fans. You're the best.
Thank you, Civ fans. You are the best fans in gaming. Thank you so much.
Hey, Civ fans. Big thank you from the audio team.
Thank you, Civ fans, for continuing to be the best fans in gaming, and we really hope you continue to take one more turn.
Thank you for playing Civilization 7.
Thank you, Civ fans.
Thank you.
Thank you, Civ fans. The launch of Civ 7 is here. We absolutely cannot wait for you to experience the game yourselves. So enjoy.
I can't wait to play Rosa Parks. So there's a screenshot where like Rosa Parks apparently declares war on you and then says like they write it in Ebonics, and she's like, you're just gonna have to do what y'all gonna have to do, because I ain't gonna live on my knees. Oh, it even mentions later like, my people have been in chains, but we're done living on our knees. I can only die once, whop boy. Like that's like her message to you in this game if you declare war on her. Rosa Parks, of course, is the leader of the United States. No, not Rosa Parks. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, of course, was the leader of the United States during the Civil War. During the Civil War, the American Civil War, which of course famously happened during the Roman era of antiquity. Really just a wonderful game. I've never liked this fucking game, by the way. Even when it was like supposedly good. Like I know when I have like Civ 4 or Civ 3 or Civ 5 all in my Steam. X4 games suck. X4 games all suck. You know who plays X4 games? Fucking Destiny. Destiny plays X4 games. Back when me and him would do duos in StarCraft and scream the N-word at each other all the time. Better times, chat. Better times. Next, okay. Let's check on how the Elon Musk situation is evolving. We'll turn to a German correspondent for a little update. Give me a second to drink some water. German guy, take it away.
Kennen Sie Donald Trump? Nicht vergessen. Der Präsident der USA ist ein oranger Faschist, der Demokratie zerstört und den Planeten kaputt macht. Ein verurteilter Straftäter und korrupter Frauenfeind, der mit einem Bein im Arsch von Elon Musk steckt. Ein autoritärer, hochgefährlicher Zirkusclown, der Atombomben hat, Menschen erschießen lassen kann und vor allem, der ein komplettes Werkzeug ist von Wladimir Putin, dem Kriegsverbrecher und russischen Diktator. Gott im Himmel, steh uns bei. Nicht vergessen. Comedy.
Look, he's looking over his shoulder like, hat die check vercashed? Yeah? Did you pay me? Did I, that shucking, look at that. I just want to use this again. So you don't listen to this, but just look at how he's like phoning in that dance. And woo, tee, woo. For like a full, like 40 seconds. And then he just looks dead inside. That's how he looks when he looks at himself in the mirror. Dead inside, just like that. Yeah, he's German John Oliver. Like, this is apparently like, or German, John Stewart. Sorry, I didn't want to say John Stewart because they both have the first name John, but apparently there's a shortage of names. Yeah, so he's not like a nobody from what my understanding is that he's actually kind of popular in Germany. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed that. You know, oh my god, hold up. I want to do something really quick. Sorry, this occasionally, still to this fucking day, pops into my head, and I need to scratch that itch just real quick, chat. Just real quick. I promise it'll just be real quick. Just real quick. Just a little hit. Just a little hit of the good stuff, chat. Play, you fucker. Oh, you might be saved, chat. You might be saved. I don't think YouTube is desperately trying to stop me from exposing more people to this video. They have this one video on low bandwidth so that you can't watch it and be reminded. Here, what if I just play the from the other browser? Maybe that. Oh hell yeah, that works. Just listen to it for a second. Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. Here, wait, hold on. I said I was only gonna play it once. I lied because I have an idea to make this better so that you can enjoy it more without seeing the video. You ready?
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. This guy dancing, yeah. Hell yeah! Now we have a. That's proper. That's a good mixture. Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. I think we can make this proper hell world. I think we can. maybe I can find something else later in the stream, and then I can composite that on top of this, and then we can just go with it until we reach peak hell. Okay, Kanye deleted his entire Yeezy store a little bit after setting up the Super Bowl ad and decided to sell only a single product. What's remarkable about this is that this is the proper Hakenkreuz. This is not just a swastika, symbol of peace in Hindu and Eastern folk religions. It is the actual German one. So good on him, I guess. Missed opportunity in calling it HH01. There are other numbers that would probably be better for the situation. But he did in fact do this. He went on a huge tirade, and I'm just going to summarize this because I don't give a fuck. He went out and he said a bunch of shit about Jews, which of course upset everybody, as it does, except for Nick Fuentes, who got on his knees and then right next to Ethan Ralph, as he looked up to his sports gods. Nick J. Fuentes got right next to Ethan Ralph on his knees and looked up to Kanye West, the blackest black man that he loves so much. Then, immediately after Nick Fuentes rim jobbed Kanye West on all social media platforms, Kanye West decided to start spamming interracial pornography on his platform, despite America First ostensibly being anti-interracial cuckolding and also anti-interracial pornography and also pornography in general. So Nick Fuentes immediately got shit on his face while trying to give a good Remy, and that's unfortunate for him because it made him look like a dipshit again. Then... let's see, after that, he deleted his own account for some reason, and then this, of course, was taken down. Yeezy.com was just a Shopify site, and what's really, really humiliating about this is that Shopify completely fucking refuses to acknowledge that they took down his page because he was selling a shirt that had a swastika on it. They are outright denying that is why. They are instead saying that his store was not authentic commerce, saying that it was somehow fraudulent. And then, of course, immediately after Shopify fucking lies to your fucking face about why they were censoring people, which, I mean, look, I get it. You know, it's an awkward situation to be in, but just say, yeah, it's a swastika shirt. We're not selling that. Like, just be honest. I appreciate honesty. That's why I like China so much. China says, oh ho ho, white pigu, you are not allowed to say anything negative about China and glorious China. And then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. But these guys are like, actually, it violates our anti-fraud practices. Paragraph 9, it says you can't have authentic commerce. It's like, you're just fucking lying to me. Just tell me the truth. That's all I want. I can handle the truth, but you don't tell me the truth. That's what really makes me angry. That they all just fucking lie to my fucking face every fucking day. I'm just lied to. You know what Stripe's doing? I can't get my Gumroad account because they're verifying my identity. I have verified my identity with 5 pieces of government ID, and it is still not being approved. It's not being approved on X because Elon Musk uses Stripe for identity verification on X, and it's not being approved on Gumroad. It's just sitting there waiting to be approved. So they're just, oh, we can't verify your identity. I can fucking send you anything you want. I can go outside my fucking address and I can do this. I can sit outside my fucking mailbox holding up my government ID to my fucking face, and I can dance like this in front of my fucking mailbox to show you that I actually live there, and they won't accept that. But they're going to say, we can't verify your identity. There's some discrepancies on your credit report. Stop fucking lying to me. I'm not fucking stupid. I know what's going on here. But they're saying no. After he took it down, of course, they want other people taken down too, because that's how it works. That's how censorship always works. That's what Cloudflare said when they said they weren't going to take down the Kiwi Farms. They said, every time we take down a site, we get a flood of reports asking for everything under the sun to be deleted, citing the previous decision and trying to draw some parallel. That's what they said. And people don't fucking listen. People don't fucking listen. They'll get what they fucking deserve. I hope this causes problems for them, but it won't. Nothing happens. And then finally, perhaps the most depressing news. I don't even know why I get depressed at this shit anymore, because it's so obvious. The EFF is suing Doge and the Office of Personnel Management, accusing them of violating some privacy thing, saying that they have to delete all data. And this is really just carrying water for the federal personnel, because they don't want any sort of retaliatory action against certain federal employees. It's complete fucking bullshit. What I learned, by the way, we go down here. This was fun. I found this just on pure accident. Let's see, staff. Okay. Diversity and inclusion is a required thing for any nonprofit, by the way. It's part of the Civil Rights Act. You have a anti-discrimination policy in place on your board, as I found out. So I am going to have to personally write a diversity and inclusion document. This is just straight up fucking not loading, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that shit. So let's try going to my Zitter because it's one of the very recent posts that I made. My internet is just chugging straight dookie, as it does. Because I'm not allowed to have good things. I'm a bad person, chat. There we go. So EFF Sue and Doge, this is what I found while looking at the EFF site. Sarah Deutsch, board member, lawyer, former corporate executive. Prior to her retirement in 2015, Sarah Deutsch was vice president and deputy general counsel at Verizon Communications, where she spent over 23 years in the legal department. She was responsible for Verizon's global intellectual property practice, including copyrights, trademarks, patent licensing, and unfair competition. In the course of her career, Sarah also managed Verizon's privacy practice, which they sell your fucking data. In case if you have a Verizon contract, they're selling your fucking ass. If you find your address and phone number on the internet, it's because Verizon sold it to them. And worked on the board of global intellectual property policy issues, including internet policy, online liability, blah, blah, blah. Well, Sarah was one of the 5 negotiators for the U.S. telecom industry in the negotiations that led to the passage of the DMCA. This woman is as fucking evil as it gets. This woman is as antagonistic towards the goals, the stated purpose of the EFF as humanly fucking possible. Remember that Verizon CEO Ajit Pai became the FCC board member under Trump, and he immediately axed net neutrality. That's Verizon's official policy, that net neutrality is evil. She wrote the DMCA, the greatest hindrance to free online creativity and expression this fucking day, and she's on the board of the EFF. And then you wonder, well, why is the EFF so shit? It's because it is completely and totally captured. Whatever was good about the EFF is gone and will never come back ever. So yeah, terrible, just like shocking. Then you wonder, like, hey, why does the EFF, when they write an article about protecting the stack, and then a bunch of troons get angry at them and say, no, but that's a really bad website. And then they actually, 2 women wrote that article defending the Kiwi farms during Cloudflare dropping us and the internet backbones going after us. And the trannies went after them hard, went on their social media, doxed them and shit. And you know what they did? They took the tranny side and they took off their names on the author byline and replaced it with the EFF as just an entity. Cowardice. Craven, incompetent cowardice. At best, pure fucking evil. More likely. Deliberate, malicious. But this is some good news. Where is the British public? I mean, it's the British, so this is like a nerf. You know, you can up these numbers a little bit for normal people. Now, this is from YouGov, a policy polling institution, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, the blue, 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 blue. Kind of like drag his picture. Blue, 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 blue. It's so sad. There's the heckin' transfer. Blue, 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 blue. Wait, does that even make sense? If I... Wait, hold up. Let me move my OBS. Oh, you can't see it. I was dragging this little picture around the screen making the blue, blue, blue noise. But you don't see the picture when I do that on OBS. Tragic. Anyways, down here we get the actual graph, the assets that I want. Let's pull this up. Skepticism on transgender rights have increased across the board in the last 2 years, including among those groups typically more sympathetic to trans people. People should not. So red is should not, purple is should. People should not be able to identify as a different gender to the one they had recorded at birth. And this is about where you would expect. Truthfully, I gotta say, women are still fucking handmaidens here with this bullshit. Stop it. Stop being simpies. Stop having simpies. Oh, the poor little babies, they're born in the wrong body. Blue, blue, blue. That's a woman thing. That's a woman brain thing. That's why they can raise children. But unfortunately, when it comes to man babies acting like children, the brain gets all fucked up for women, and they feel bad for them. This is the one woman L. I'm willing to concede on this podcast, okay? Because people give women too much shit as it is. So I have to hold the line a little bit. Otherwise, you guys are gonna become gay. But this is a genuine woman L. Okay. Anyways. So women, but this is kind of like, even if this is a woman L, this is like the libertarian privacy of their own bedroom thing. Should someone be allowed to, by letter of the law, to dress up like Buffalo Bill in the privacy of their own home. You know, women think about that in the abstract. And even I hear that. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck, quite honestly. But that's become the unpopular opinion with men. Men now think, yeah, actually, if you do that, you should go to fucking jail. You should go to fucking jail. If you dress up like Buffalo Bill and you tuck your dick and you start dancing in the privacy of your own home, the government should break down your fucking door and drag you to a death camp or something. I can't say that. That's a joke. Sorry. Death camp is actually an acronym. Death stands for Department of Educating All Transgender Habituators. It's an acronym, chat. It's an acronym is what it is. The law should or should not allow people to change their legal gender. This one, men have gone off the fucking rails with 60% saying no. Women have actually conceded and say actually fucking no. On their passports should read the gender that they were born as. That's what's happening with that. Should not be made easier for people to change their legal gender. So that's just gone way up. It was like 50-50 for both and before, and now it's just like 60 plus saying absolutely not. Men and women have now both agreed that it has gone too fucking far. And even the youngins have given up on shrooms as well. Hormone treatment should not be available on the NHS. Both men and women are now in agreement. Hormone treatment should be allowed for children under 16. This has gone up to 80%. 80% now want to deprive those heckin' wholesome little chungus children of their life-saving hormone replacement therapy. 80% in England. Damn, bro. That's pretty good. Take part in sporting events. Women have caught up. Look at how far that went with women. It's like 90%. If you're a 65-year-old woman, there's a 95% chance that you will not think that trannies should be allowed in women's sports. Transgender women should be allowed to use women's changing rooms. That has, men said no before. At least 40% of them did. And now both men and women... See, look, this is just a realignment. Men and women are just now in agreement. Women, they needed to see the results. They needed to see they were cautious. Like, well, I'm afraid of government overreach, right? But now they've seen the results. Now men and women in every single one of these are completely aligned. Now that they've seen the results, they're like, okay, you know what? This was a fucking mistake. An increased recognition for trans people does not pose any genuine risk to women's rights. Surprisingly, men have also said yes to this, but now men and women are in accordance as well. Awesome. Now I have this picture of a scary tranny on my screen. Liz Fong Jones, Vincent Jen, Honeycomb, Flow Chemical, PTOI, LTD, 1776 Solutions. This is a disgusting, evil tranny, and I bring this up now because when we win, do not forget, and you always see that Sam Hyde picture, do not forget that they want your kids raped and brainwashed and they think it's funny. Do not forget that these are not dainty little, I have a feeling, and I've said this many times, but I'll repeat it. I think when people hear the word transgender in an abstract, they think of these dumpy freaks who are obviously mentally ill, not really all that capable, kind of a victim of their own circumstance in a lot of ways. And people just see them as weak and feeble, stupid, hapless, really mostly a danger to themselves. You're wrong. They are a danger to you and to the people around you because they are full-grown men. When you hear the word transgender, think full-grown men. Think of the most burly, Alex Jones. That's a manly man right there. Big, tall, strong, pumped full of testosterone, ready to fucking go. That's a full-grown man. Liz Fong Jones is a full-grown man. Anything that Alex Jones could do with his bare fucking hands, Liz Fong Jones can do to people. So never forget that they're not transgender people, not this third category, these effeminate men. They're full-grown fucking ogre trannies, and they're dangerous. Next. Speaking of, so Reddit has a new subreddit dedicated specifically to helping children buying hormone replacement therapy. Now, Reddit is, of course, a publicly traded company, and this is illegal as fuck. and I don't know why this is allowed to exist. It's called FTM-DIY-HRT, and it has a big warning here. Warning! This website was made primarily for teens and minors to practice transgender hormonal treatment at home without medical supervision. For adults, please use the other guide. Warning, this is so fucking dangerous that you should use this other guide unless you're a kid. Unless you're a fucking retard little kid that got raped in his butthole and now you're all fucked up and gay and shit. Then you can inject this shit into your fucking carotid artery. Outside of that, you probably want to look somewhere else because this shit's dangerous as fuck. Only little molested boys can proceed. That's literally what this says. That's not an exaggeration. That's the actual reality of this fucking message. Awesome. I hope nobody gets fucking arrested for this. Speaking of when we win, here is B-Woo, the B-Woo, literally Who 3. For those old fags, if you're an old fag, then you know who literally Who 3 is. If you're not an old fag, too bad. I'm going to make references to stupid shit that doesn't matter. And you're not going to know. You're going to have to ask in the Math the Internet thread on the Kiwi Farms, what did he mean by literally Who 3? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Anyways, literally Who 3 says, this is a great analogy. I used to look like a guy, now I don't. I fixed that problem. Okay, I have to show you the fucking tweet. There's no way. Try to use archives like a good boy. And I suffer for that decision. For being real. Okay, so here we go. I did all that work for you. All you have to do is not be an asshole if you already know I'm trans. This is in response to somebody called Reluctantly Yours saying, I was fat and I lost weight. Imagine if people still felt compelled to call me fat just because my genes predisposed me to it. Hey, that's my fucking life. I'll be 175 and people will still be calling me fat. Imagine if people felt compelled to call me fat just because my genes predisposed me to it. It would be true, it would be kind or necessary or helpful to anyone. This is his argument saying, like, look, I trooned out and I did all this work, so you have to at least heckin' respect my identity. You have to heckin' respect it. I won't play in sports or, like, be in your changing room, but you have to heckin' respect my identity. The answer is no. No, tranny child, I do not have to respect your identity. Why? Because your identity is fucking bullshit, and it's always been fucking bullshit. It's been fucking bullshit for 15 fucking years. 25, even. He's been doing this for a while. I don't care what surgery you've had done. I don't care about your dick being gone. I don't care about your hormones. You are a man. You've been born a man. You'll always be a man. You will die a man. When they find your skeletal remains, they'll think this is the skeletal remains of a man. This is the slippery slope. You get the little dainty little pinky is, and they're like, look, they just want to live their life as gays, and they just want to love each other like man and woman love each other. That's not going to lead to like tranny pedophiles molesting kids. That's not going to lead to like people fucking animals or whatever. That's just ridiculous. That's a fallacy. It's not a fallacy. It's the slippery slope reality. It is a slippery slope. We are on a precipice. We're on a craggy mountain peak. And all around you, for as far as the eye can see, there are slopes and hills and valleys leading to the ocean. There is no slippery slope fallacy. It is merely your lived experience, the lived reality. Things can always get worse. They can always get worse. They always do. And this, I reject this. I understand you might be suffering. That's sad. Suffering is really, I don't like it when people suffer, chat, even if it's like an Indonesian child starving to death, deprived of his U.S. aid. I think that's sad. But you know what else I think, chat? You know what else I come to a conclusion of? I think that's not my fucking problem. That's sad. It's both at the same time. If you can imagine this, it is on one hand sad, and on the other hand, it is not my fucking problem. Both of these things can be true at the exact same time. I'm capable of saying that's sad, and I feel sorry for you. But on the other hand, I'm allowed to say at the exact same time, without being a hypocrite, that is not my fucking problem to deal with. That is the truth. That is the reality. Don't ever forget it. People forget this a lot. You can feel bad for somebody without having to do anything about it. Because that might be contrary to your interests. The other one. Believe it or not, this is literally the happiest picture I ever took before I transitioned. Look at how dead and flat my eyes. You just look like a dude. He's saying that his eyes look dead. He's using like a chinky filter to give himself like anime eyes and shit. And it's like, you just look like a dude. He looks like people that I know that are still men. I don't know how anyone can understand I'm much happier like this. I don't give a shit. That's the issue. I don't care. Sorry, I don't care. That's the problem. I don't give a fuck. Someone even my comment on this, by the way. I'm gonna find this. Sorry, I hate showing my fucking Twitter shit, but I want to show you. Spoiler alert. I think I made it. No, I passed it. Where the fuck is this? Oh, this. And then someone asked, what happened to his jawbone that he had shaved off? And if you don't know, this is from a cosmetic surgery place in South Korea. Because South Koreans all get like jawbone reduction surgery and then like their eyelids fucked with, so they have like a double eyelid. And then this is literally all South Korean jawbones that they hacked off and put into the giant twin towers of jawbones. So I said his jawbone went to the jawbone throne for the jawbone gods. I thought you would enjoy that. Next, as we continue to win, bam, one more win after bam, one more win after bam, one more win. Hector Martin has formally resigned from his own fucking project. Hector Martin, of course, was the tranny. He wasn't a tranny at the time, but he is now. Who pinned all the Bew shit on me, tried to ruin my life, tried to have me in prison, tried to have my website shut down, and now his life is falling apart because he's an insane tranny and everybody hates him. His latest escapade, of course, was a very long diatribe I did about free and open source software. Free and Libra open source software. I will spare you that diatribe in full. If you want to listen to the last stream, you can. In just, he pissed off the Floss community, in particular Linus Torvalds, dunked on him so hard he went reeling. He is a developer of his own Linux fork called Asahi Linux. He has a VTuber, which he denies is him, but Hector Martin is like Spanish, and this VTuber, let me just find it actually. Sorry, this is really funny. I'm gonna see it again. Oh no, it's auto playing anime. I hate when that happens. I can't just see his videos. Oh, there we go. It's just all live. He has no videos. Okay, let's listen to Asahi Lena. Asahi is Asahi. That's pretty funny. Asahi. That's pretty apropos. Asahi Lena was going to do some. I guess I can't play any more YouTube videos on Molvad because they're like, "Oh no, you're using a privacy browser. That's like hacking. Oh no." I'll play the audio from the different browser so you can hear it. Speak, you mongoloid.
So, yeah, that's the
Oh my god, he has a little LGBT ally flag on his like woman character.
Right to it. Let me make sure Actually, I haven't even checked if my desktop is set up right.
He's like Spanish, and this character has like the most Spanish accent ever. It's like, hello, welcome to my stream. We're gonna eat some tacos and burritos and develop Asahi Linux. It's just like, you can't fucking do this and then say that it's not you. Anyways, so that's him. Now, of course, again, he's denying that this is him. I have summarized. I did not read this because I don't care about reading tranny tears and excuses. Notebook LM says that the reason why he's leaving is that... Wait, hold on. Let me consult Notebook LM. I forgot why he was leaving. Did I leave a note for this for myself? I did not. Notebook, help me. Resignation of Asahi Lena. Let's see. Resignation as the Asahi Linux product lead, citing burnout stemming from entitled users, difficulties upstreaming code to the Linux kernel, and generally toxic environment within the Linux kernel community, particularly regarding the integration of Rust. Then he cites a source at the end, by the way. Because if you don't remember, what he did is he went on social media and he told a bunch of trannies on his social media thing, on his Blue Sky or his Mastodon or whatever, hey, go brigade. Like, hey, I'm dealing with this shit, trying to upstream my code that they don't want. So he pointed this out, and then all those people got involved, saying, oh no, you have to help Asahilina. You have to get his code in. So the developers are like, hey, you know, I'm trying to write code over here, and you're sending all these retards to bother me. And it's like, I would really appreciate it if you stop fucking brigading me over this bullshit. And he cites this big tranny post over here from Chandler Carruth, who looks like Patrick Tomlinson if he was a tranny. But this is effectively a big long-winded explanation that actually brigading is not brigading unless it's deliberate. So even though he brigaded technically, he didn't do it intentionally. Therefore, it's not really brigading, and so it's really unfair for the Linux people for Linus Torvalds to say that he was brigading them. Cope, mauled, dilate, sneed, suffer. And finally, I have a video for the Troon segment to top us all off that I have not watched. It's 5 minutes long, and if it sucks, I won't watch it. This is apparently a town hall meeting in Connecticut. The Troons are demanding a sanctuary city for Troons.
The city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
This is a woman dressed up as a clown. This might be the first ever F to M to F in real life. You know what this is? This is an F to M to F to C. A female to male to female to clown. The voice is real, so this isn't a man. This is a man. This is a woman pretending to be a man, pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a clown.
I'm shaking right now.
That's a man. That's a man, baby.
I don't want to be here. I'm sorry. Am I taking too long pleading for my life?
Yes. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
Nobody cares. Take those kids away. Stop letting this freak pump out fucking Social Security beneficiaries. I'm sick of it.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Rođena syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that...
Nobody cares. You're a tranny, so you got connective tissue. You got connective tissue disorder in your fucking brain. Your gray matter is like mashed potatoes up there. What the fuck are you doing?
Causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum. I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide
I'm
from
honk
my
gendered.
driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes.
This is also a woman. What is this? Is like, oh my god, look at how small her hands are. She's wearing like an oversized tuxedo suit that like Review Bra would wear on like his very fancy taco reviews. But she has woman hands, so her hands are like these tiny. It's like a caricature drawing that they do of Trump to try and make fun of his hands. She has like the legit like Donald Trump hand suit caricature thing going on there. And she appears to try to be cosplaying as Guy Ferrari. I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
That woman is the most unhinged. There's something about the way she's like screaming and nothing she's saying that makes sense. That makes me feel like she's probably the most dangerous to herself.
Let us remember.
Oh God, can we give it up to this beautiful woman? This takes a lot of strength and courage to come out in public like this and defend your right to exist.
That the Nazis burned the books.
Dude, anytime the big N word comes out, it's like a fucking punchline these days. Like, get the fuck over it.
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
It's true. It's true. Don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud. Why are you advertising this? Don't tell people that. Don't tell them about the Institute for Sexual Wissenschaft. Don't tell them about Magnus Hirschfeld. Don't do that.
Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before
all of them
you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me.
Okay, we're all done here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get that man out of here.
No, we're all done. Come on.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware
speaking of Black history.
You are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight.
Dude, Turkey Tom, I found your next girlfriend.
Drag is Dewey Cosgrove-Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like, all the time.
Yeah, no shit. Dude, this guy, I know it's a dead meme. It's been a meme for 30 fucking years. This guy is dead fucking ringer. Buffalo Bill. Like, this is what Buffalo Bill looks like. Like, you got the gross ass like nappy hair and everything.
As sir, when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am. I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets.
Good.
I speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
You know, most people have a rational fear of public toilets. It's not special.
You have to imagine being me and my wife. Marriage rights were stripped away.
Dude, getting hit with me and my wife is like getting hit with my wife's boyfriend. It's just like, it's another punchline. These guys I cannot fucking believe these are real people.
Moment.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community?
Support our boys in blue.
Lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption.
Trillions must die.
Federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
Oh no.
You care more about funds.
Oh no, it's Steve from Gamers Nexus. What happened, bro?
About easy funding than trans lives. And don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason.
It's because they're out there burning all those
Normally
books.
I would say good evening, but through the chair I will only impart my sour grapes.
Oh, that's bad.
An extremely emotional and taxing thing to stand up here as someone as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
My name is Katie. I'm from District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items 10B and 14B.
Dude, Connecticut's right next to Massachusetts, right? Where's Sam Hyde from? Is he from Massachusetts? Let me look this up. I don't know where Connecticut is too small to matter. Connecticut. It's like a part of the New England complex, right? Oh, it is right next to that. I know I'm not fucking retarded. See, this is what happened to Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde grew up around people like this his entire life, and now he's lost his fucking mind. Like, if you grew up around these people your entire life, you would go insane.
Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community.
Noticing people here are trying to control the rights of others, and that's not right. We should make Worcester a sanctuary city for trans.
I just want to say that every single person was doing their speech without a script, and then they get the little boy up there and they give him a script. You got this vegan lion, motherfucker.
Everybody deserves to feel safe, and everybody needs to feel safe. I've lived here for 4 years, and there hasn't really been any changes in how people feel safe in the city. My birthday is this Saturday, and all I want is peace and for you to vote yes.
Look at the adult standing there. Read the lines. Read the lines, Timmy. I'll delete your Pokemon save file if you don't leave the lines.
Don't let me down for my birthday. There's a lot of queer people that I love, and to Candy Carlson, you should know to never call someone I'm 7 and I know better. The kids are watching and we're ready to vote you out.
Oh my gosh.
The vote passed 8-2 to make this city in Massachusetts a trans sanctuary city. Isn't that something, chat? They were just overwhelmed by all those passionate, rational pleas for sanity and common sense community, chat. Okay. Next. What have we got? What have I got lined up here? I got some cow. Oh my god. You thought that shit was cringe shit. I very wisely, because I'm so smart, did not preload these videos. Oh, I did preload them. Okay, great. So, I did not know that this was happening. Nobody seemed to know that this was happening. But then somebody found this channel, like, on accident. This is, from my understanding, this is not on Anisa's main channel. I looked at her channel. I didn't see these videos. But, Anisa and Ian Jomha, after being thoroughly humiliated off of YouTube and Twitch, I've decided maybe they can make it big on TikTok. So Anisa Jomha has been working hard on getting her TikTok creds up. I've seen one of these videos, but the rest will be real reactions and first time reactions. So let's see what she's up to. Let's try to gauge her content. Maybe she will be successful on this alternate platform that has a different community chat.
How about you just keep your fucking mouth shut, you lying little abortion? We heard you the first time, titless. No one cares. Come, dumpster!
Okay, so what the fuck is wrong with this bitch's face? When I do my Maddie streams, I have a soft rule. I don't like to go for the immediate observation about someone's appearance, because it's the easiest thing that you can say about somebody. What the fuck is wrong with this bitch's face? She's always had this kind of stupid looking potato face. She looks properly fucked up. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. I could point out everything, and I think it's a mixture of the fact that she hasn't lost her hair in at least her entire adult life. She's using a camera that has a filter, and this chinky filter is using the anime eye enlarging thing. Like, that's not normal human eyes. So she has enlarged eyes, like Brianna Wu did. And then I feel like she has lip injections. Either that's a filter that does lip injections, or that's lip injections for real. Which is I don't know what the fuck is wrong with women and why they get lip injections. They always look terrible. Unless you have a bimbo fetish, lip injections are perhaps one of the ugliest things you can possibly do to yourself. And then, by the way, they deflate because they just inject silicone and then your body removes it. And then you have to, then they droop. You have saggy fucking lips and you have to re-inject silicone to your lips all the fucking time. And then she has, this guy. I made this joke before, so it's not super revolutionary, but every time I see her fucking teeth, I think of this. You got proper Mr. Dink eyes or teeth. It's you got this fucking Mr. Dink looking ass bitch on TikTok, looking goofy as shit, being cringe, not even lip syncing correctly. She doesn't lip sync correctly, and supposedly Ian Jomha is fucking this woman, and they're life partners or whatever the fuck, and she's an OnlyFans whore, And it's just like, how do you fuck your life up this bad? On both of them. How did Ian fuck his life up this bad? And how did Anisa fuck her life up this bad? It's truly terrible. Okay, let's see. This is a first time watch.
When I looked at you...
Is she getting fat? I feel like she's getting fat.
When I looked at you standing there with your hoard, I was waiting in the queue looking at the board, wondering whether to have a burger or chips or what the shrapnel in my back pocket could afford. When I noticed out the corner of my eye, looking toward my direction, your eye...
Wow, that's terrible. The rap is terrible. I didn't realize that she was so short. Or that Ian's so tall. She looks like she's gained weight. And then Ian is doing nothing funny. And she's not doing anything funny either. This interaction here, like, I know that there's like some really skilled lip syncing like videos. Like, for instance, in the video that is like the Ricardo shock thing, it's like you can, like, the beat is synced up to the camera zoom and the lip syncing is really on point. And it's like people that do these videos that try to make them like captivating or talented at doing that. And this, or their attempts at doing the lip syncing thing and the beat thing is like a first take. And it's like if you took any two random people on the planet, like you took any two random people on the planet and you're like, hey, recreate this popular TikTok video, you would get a result that looks exactly like this. It is the most unextraordinary possible content imaginable. Nobody would ever watch this voluntarily unless they were completely retarded, mentally ill, off their medication, full of tuna.
This is exactly what it feels like having a dad with Alzheimer's. It's so painful.
Not long to go.
It's easy for you to say.
Finding it tough. You'll manage.
Do they?
What about your family?
It's complicated. It's just me and my dad, and he's sick.
So she's just crying while watching, and that's what she recorded herself for 45 seconds crying while watching this video. So it's my understanding that her father does have Alzheimer's, which of course is one of the most incredibly painful things you can ever inflict upon a family, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But it does appear that she's recording herself crying to this and posting it on TikTok to exploit her father's Alzheimer's and her own trauma and dealing with that for clicks, which is pretty reprehensible, I think. I don't know. Maybe your morals are a little bit unaligned with mine on that issue, but that's my thought.
This MDMA got me feeling fucking horny. Where's all the dirty girls? Let's get naughty. She could have been 18, she could have been fucking 40. I paid for the hotel so we can have an orgy. This MDMA got me feeling fucking...
Yeah, that's terrible. She's like barely moving. It's like, is she unable to move? Has she like injected so much silicone it's gone into her brain? It's like it's like calcified all her muscles and she can't even like shuck and jive. Okay, whatever. Good luck with that shit, Mr. Dink. Wish you luck on your endeavors. Meanwhile, on the Kiwi Farms front, so Hardin filed his fees. Hardin requested $5,500 of sanctions against Greer based off time spent and what would be reasonable for an attorney of his caliber. And that's a very little amount of time for any kind of discovery stuff. It's very fair and reasonable. Russell Greer immediately replied to him, responding that he would request this amount of money by saying, "I'm not paying you a dime, and I'm prepared to appeal the hell out of this." And then the actual judge, says that he gets $1,000 in sanctions instead of the full amount. And this is actually not a valid move on the judge's part. The rule says that the judge shall issue sanctions and the amount that is due, and shall not consider things like informa pauperis status. So he's breaking the rule on this outright. And then additionally, he's breaking the rule because if he is, the options that the judge has for the sanctions are either A, adopt them in full, or B, give us a chance to respond first before giving a lesser or altered sanction in any way. The judge ignored both of these rules, and explicitly stated that his informa pauperis status means that he doesn't have to pay us back the money that I have to spend anyways, right? And then also, he is not going to give us a chance to respond. Now, let's be clear. $1,000. It doesn't matter if we get $1,000 or $50,000 because Russell Greer is broke ass. $1,000 might as well be $1 million as far as he's concerned at this point in time, as far as his ability to continue his litigation. As far as appealing it, I've decided not to because I feel like the judge has already made up his mind, and appealing it doesn't matter and will just piss him off. Also, Greer is facing 2 more rounds of sanctions because he's fucked up every single step of discovery, deliberately and maliciously. So chances are that shit's going to add up anyways. And there's no point getting caught in the small details of something that's already been remedied. So the main thing... No, I won't mention that. I'll mention that one day, chat. One day. Now... Outside, I mean, the case is going well for us, in case you're wondering, but I'll talk about it in full later. Destiny is having a hard time. As far as I understand, he's been in like a spat with Nick DeOrio. So Destiny is like one of the most popular, wealthy, well-known leftist streamers on the entire internet, like in the entire English-speaking internet. And despite this, he has somehow managed to get into a slap fight with Nick DeOrio. My understanding is that Nick DeOrio is just some fucking guy who does like YouTube commentary videos. Like, he does like lolcow light, like super light, like normie friendly content on YouTube. And he's not particularly big, like in a, you know what I mean. It's not mince words here. He's not super popular. So Destiny getting into like a gay slap fight with Nick DeOrio is like bringing this motherfucker low, like super fucking low. And then he puts out this zeet. He says, don't read Ethan or Ralph's response, just read this one so far. Destiny says, I just want to say how absolutely fucking hilarious it is that you fat soy boy fucks were screeching and screaming about how horrible and evil cancel culture is, and the Me Too shit was innocent until proven guilty, but you're super content to take a side on this because of where the popular support is. When only one side is spoken, I'll respond with more substance when I can, but I'm being attacked by people who have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain by saying whatever insane shit they can publicly while trying to squeeze me legally privately, which puts me in the most annoying fucking spot imaginable when dealing with dipshits like you. Yes, I'll say this. Destiny, let me read it first and then I'll go back. If you really want to show your nuts, why not attack places like Kiwi Farms, where the content is literally still being hosted and blasted for the world? Oh, because that's a scary place to go after. So people don't go after the Kiwi Farms because it's your fucking fault. First of all, let's get that out of the way. Legally speaking, I have a right to talk about the most popular leftist streamer in the entire fucking internet, revenge pornography, like himself and like 3 other people. I have a right to talk about that. Go fuck yourself. Second of all, I agree that probably is the most annoying spot in the entire world to be in. But chat, I have a nuanced take on this. You ready? Chat. Maybe I can do a poll. I haven't done a poll in so long that I think a poll would be really fun. Let's go to... Forget if I have to do it on the dashboard or if I have to do it... I'm going to try the dashboard first. You know what? Let's not do a poll. Just spam it. Just spam this in chat. What would you do? What would you do to not be in this situation if you were Destiny? Can you guys give me you guys are like random fucks. Most of you, I assume most of you are extremely and smart, intelligent, sexy, and wealthy, and that's why you guys support me so much. The people that do, of course. But normal people, what would you do to avoid the situation? See a lot of people advocating for suicide. Quit the gooning. You can't say log off. You can't say log off because that's his job. He does have to talk because talking is his job. I want to see. I see it. Naked Snake 1223 says, "Don't fuck BPD pussy." He's getting close. He's getting close, chat. I think here, become asexual. I'm gonna wait. Not film women. Okay, Der Sneeder is getting close. Or D Sneeder. Okay, we'll get even. I'll say that you're even permitted to do that. Don't suck cock. That's a good one. Not what I'm thinking though. Don't share all your sex bullshit and post it by Arthur090. Arthur090 is literally magnitudes more intelligent than the most intelligent popular lefty streamer in the entire English-speaking internet. Arthur090, who is just some fucking guy in the Kick Chat, is literally a million times more capable of navigating treacherous situations in day-to-day life than Stephen Bennell II. Isn't that fascinating, chat? Now, after he writes this diatribe, and particularly blames fucking Kiwi Farms for no reason whatsoever, besides the fact that he's angry, he gets backup from an unlikely source. You supported Kiwi Farms for years until it got rough. I know the feeling. Just own up to what you did when you're able to. I know there's legal stuff going on. I can relate. You will feel better. Hurt your soul to defend things you know deep down are wrong. So Ethan Ralph says, I'm a convicted revenge pornographer too. I pled nolo contendere to a revenge pornography case featuring an 18-year-old high school student I impregnated too. We're just like you. We're the exact same, Steve Bennell II. You and me against the world, pal. There's nobody that we can't take on together, friend. Awesome. Friends like these, Steve. And then, by the way, during Kanye's back attack, he said he took an anti-Me Too stance and defended alleged pedophile Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, saying that Me Too is extortion. If a nigga really taped you, then it's legal, not financial. Can't nobody see that? And Destiny, who's allegedly being sued or having criminal charges pressed against him, has said he's talking about me for real. Which I'm sure in no way, shape, or form will come to haunt him. Him voluntarily conflating himself with P. Diddy. But I took the bait, chat. See, Steven, you post all this stuff on the internet, Steven. You post all this stuff on the internet, but it's all bait. It's all bait, you fucking idiots. It's all bait. Everything I say is fake. Nobody should ever believe a word I say. It's just engagement farming on Zitter. Steven, you're implicating yourself as a pedophile, Steven. You don't understand. I'm just too smart. I'm a neoliberal. Steven. Okay. Now. Where am I? What am I doing? I'm streaming on the internet live right now. And I have content that I think has been requested of me a million trillion times. Now, I never got it. It's not really my cup of tea, as it were. However, I'm willing to give this one a shot, chat. I'm willing to give this one a shot. We'll listen to a couple minutes of this. And if it sucks, I'll shut it off, chat. Here we go. This is card posting, a documentary, 15 minutes. This is the longest video I've ever seen them put out, about Richard Lotex Hyenka, the most misunderstood man on the uppercase I internet. Now, I'm not a proper low-tax expert. However, I am acquainted with the man, and I can't fucking wait to hear about what card posting has to say about low-tax. Let's take a listen here.
Hello there, my name's Card, and here on my YouTube page I like to make simple little videos about things that cross my mind. Today, I just wanted to share some thoughts about the late Richard Hyenka. This video will be principally for people already at least generally familiar with the man and his life's work. But just in case you're not, I'll give a brief overview of
Is this not happening? Are we not going to be able to watch this? 20 seconds, huh? I would really like to be able to watch stuff. What? Hold on. Let me watch. Let me see if we can get this on PreserveTube. And then, I'm just trying to fill up my fucking water bottle, chat. I'm talking and it makes me dehydrated. By the way, PreserveTube is great and they need money. So if you have money to spare. Oh, I can't spare. Wait, hold up. Let me try just downloading it with YouTube DL. Okay, it's downloading. It's downloading pretty fast, actually. What the fuck? Can't even believe it. Alright, let's see. What the fuck is I just downloaded it? Richard. There it is.
Hello there.
Oh, hell yeah. This is that high def card posting.
Then I'll get into what made me want to make this video, and then what my central thesis here is. So, Richard Kayanka was an online cultural commentator and web developer who, in the late 90s, made himself a website called Something Awful in order to host his own writing, which he'd been doing for a while hitherto under the pseudonym Lowtax. A few years later, he had built up a big enough audience that all his fans wanted a place to discuss his work, so Kayanka made a spin-off website called the Something Awful Forums. Pretty shortly thereafter, Kayanka gets the idea to merge his blog and the forums into one Something Awful site, and, wanting to capitalize off of the audience he's built up, decides to charge people a flat $10 if they want to see the entirety of the site or post there themselves. This ends up going spectacularly well for him. Lowtax's dedicated audience dutifully pay their $10 apiece, bringing in a good chunk of money pretty quickly, and that entrance fee ends up keeping a lot of potential troublemakers and trolls out. So everyone using the new combined Something Awful site and forum agrees that the quality of what people post there remains high. The abridged version of events is that everything remains perfectly smooth sailing for about 20 years. Something Awful continues to grow, its forum sections becoming more and more popular with people who don't mind the sort of edgy culture of the place. And while Kayanka's writing as Lowtax gradually takes more of a backseat to the other content being submitted to the site by users, he remains Something Awful's well-respected head operator. The site itself started or otherwise popularized a lot of jokes and memes and general online terminology that ended up becoming fairly widespread and very well known by people all over the internet, often without people necessarily even realizing where it had all come from. And a lot of online creators, from writers to animators to YouTubers,
I'm back,
and many more, who remain popular to this day, got their start posting on the website.
That's what I said. That was just what I said on my stream. Is he just repeat? Let's go middle.
This is by the time Kayanka had a wife and a young kid or two, and as it turns out, Schmorky was a massive pedophile the whole time. Drawing, animating tons of sexually explicit material involving underage.
Where's the mistaken part though? Where's like he's just a tortured genius. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for him to be like, no, he's really misunderstood. Let's see. I can just type misunderstood. Misunderstood. If Google has named thousands of people discussing his life. Remains the most misunderstood in the internet in the interest of Southern has never been a particularly good man or a smart man. Well, motherfucker, what do you what is your conception of what Lowtax's legacy is? Not particularly good, not particularly smart. I would also add not particularly much of a self-starter, kind of fucking lazy. I mean, that's that's his legacy. I don't know what we're missing here. I got clickbaited by Card. I misunderstood. Okay, let's see. Misunderstood the man, his history and life culture. It's just a thought I've been holding on to for a little while, and I wanted to share it. How was he misunderstood? Oh my god, this guy's such a fucking idiot. Why do people watch his videos? This guy is literally, he doesn't exist. Card posting, this man is AI. This guy is 100% fake. This is an AI generated video. This is an AI generated script. Someone went to a fucking AI program and said, make a card posting video about 15 minutes long so I can monetize it on YouTube about how low tax was misunderstood. And then this is what you get. People with your card posting videos, you're wrong. This guy will never be as good as Review Bra. Okay. Now, I know I've tortured you guys with a video of this guy for 3 minutes, but I'm going to have to torture you with another video. I'm going to have to torture you again. This requires some backdrop. In 2012, the greatest game ever released, Dota 2, was put on Steam, and I was one of the lucky people who got to be a beta player for Dota 2. One of the first people, and I had played League of Legends before, but I was really, really super excited at the time for Dota 2 because I liked Valve, and Dota 1 looked like shit, and Heroes of New Earth looks like shit, and I hated fucking League of Legends, but I played it. So Dota 2 comes out, I was fucking on board, and that was my first experience with the game. I played this game, without exaggeration, thousands of hours. I have thousands of hours. Between League of Legends and Dota, probably 5,000 plus hours in this game. I haven't played it in a long time. I've like played a couple games every couple years after a certain point. But when this game came, I for months of my life after Dota 2 came out, I was laying on my stomach. I remember this clearly because my mom had bought a house, but she didn't buy any furniture for it, and I didn't have a desk. So I would literally lay on a wood floor and on my laptop, my gaming laptop that my work had bought for me, and because I was working in Australia at the time, and I would play Dota 2. And because I had a fucked up sleep schedule, I played in Australia. If you ever hear if you're Australian, this is a meme with Australians. If you're ever in an Australian server as an Australian and you hear Americans, you know that they're like the biggest losers ever because their sleep schedule's so fucked up. They're playing with 500 ping because they're up at night. Anyways, that was me. And one of my games, actually, I think this was a game that was in US West, which is where Australians go to if they're fucking losers and they're up late. I had met somebody and we became friends, and we have remained friends ever since. And that is Vincent Zen, who is being sued by Liz Fong Jones for being associated with me tangentially because we played Dota 2 together, basically. And in this early period of Dota 2, it was kind of like this golden age of content for it. The International was the biggest gaming event ever fucking seen, and it was it had millions of dollars at stake, and people were just like, they were looking at Dota not like it was a game, but like it was this mountain to be conquered, and people took it super seriously, and there was tons of fan videos and all sorts of shit. And during this time, me and Vinny watched a lot of this shit together, shared videos about Dota and stuff, and one of these videos was, I don't know who found it. I think he even found it first. Was a guy, streamer, American streamer called KingRaven. And he had friends. He was a streamer, and he was a kind of high level player, but he had that kind of video game rage shit about him, and it made him kind of famous because his friends started a group called Dotally Rad, which I think now is defunct or is just like archived or whatever. But they would put his videos up on the internet and like clip it down to just the parts where he was losing his shit. There is two videos, one in particular that stands out in my memory as one of the funniest things I've ever fucking seen, and it still holds up. I enjoyed this video a lot, but it was gone. It was taken down from the internet. There was no archives of it. Couldn't find it on YouTube. Couldn't find it on any kind of internet archive. Couldn't find it anywhere because it's just like an obscure rage video about Dota 2 that only a nerd like me would give a fuck about. But this video is integral to my friendship with my longest lasting friend, and we still reference it to this fucking day because it's so quippable. And I put out the bounty. I need the Madcast archives of KingRaven losing his shit. And it took 10 years. 10 fucking years for someone to find this video and send it to me. And it took 2 years after I had literally featured this and asked anybody who could find it, let me know. And this guy listened to the podcast, and he was talking to his friend and somehow Dota came up and KingRaven came up, and the guy casually mentioned, "Oh yeah, I downloaded the entire KingRaven channel to an old disk drive in storage somewhere." And this guy pressured him, the saint, this hero of my stream, pressured his friend into pulling out this old ass spinning disc, like 5.5-inch hard drive, to pull off the KingRaven video, and I got 4.6 gigabytes of KingRaven. Yeah, look, Shaolin Claw is great. I never listened to him because the voice changer put me off of it, but now I've listened to him and I like him a lot. And he's very, very good, which just adds to it. But I would like to play for you the KingRaven video. It's 6 minutes long, and it's the best thing ever.
Look, kid, you think not warning for me and acting like an asshole gets you far? You're fucking losing the game because you're a fucking... No. I honestly don't even... I think you're full of shit. And honestly, I think you're just a fucking inferior player is your problem. And fucking assholes like you, you'd honestly probably get fucking put into the fucking low priority match pool. Hey, you're ignored and you're fucking terrible. Bye. 1-5, 1-11. You have a combined score of 117 in 2 games. Do you think that's trolling, or you're just fucking bad? Because I don't think idiots like you want to fucking play the same game. Play the same fucking game. How many times do you play the same fucking game and do badly? Must be a lot of fun to play and do badly every game. Pick your fucking hero, AFK, do terribly, and fuck up every solo.
He's building it
that's
up.
All
You
you've
gotta
done
wait.
so far. Rick, that's all you've done. You've proven you're nothing more than just a fucking pub. Oh, it's so cool. Dude, you're fucking bad. Do you not get it? You're not trolling shit. You're fucking terrible. You're just trying to hide behind you're some kind of big fucking Uber troll. Bro, you're fucking trash. You pass. Go fuck you, dude. Go ahead. I don't give a shit. Let me die. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You kids are terrible players. It's like, what have you done to prove otherwise that you're not a bad player? You've just done terribly every game. Congratulations. You're a low level invoker player. Congratulations. You have no fucking clue how to play the hero. Maybe you can pass.
Oh no,
guess what, bro?
this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. I'm sorry. This is the real one. This is the one that I wanted to play. You have to start all over and listen to it again. Okay, let me explain. Let me just set this up so you have an idea of what the fuck's happening if you've never played this game before. Up there you can see the players. 2 of them are disconnected. KingRaven's team's on the right. They're playing 5v3 basically. But when Dota you can control disconnected players' characters. Right here, they're having a fight. Someone dragged Enigma from the spawn, walked him out there, and pressed the ult. Nobody is controlling this character. Besides, one of these players is controlling 2 characters at once. And then casts his ultimate, which is a very powerful ult, to attack everybody. So, to set the expectation here, he is expecting this to be an easy win, 5v3. And an Enigma that has been disconnected the entire game walks up and casts his ultimate.
You gotta be kidding me. You guys let him walk up at level 6 and do that? I'm about to leave the game. Why do you let him walk the fuck? You let him walk up to do that! What the fuck? That's terrible! You let the motherfucker walk up to cast a fucking spell! I can't believe that! You guys be fucking kidding me! A fucking hero walked up at 290 fucking movement speed and casted a fucking spell! Fucking kill him!
You have no idea. I'm so happy. Even now, I'm so happy watching this.
That is fucking pathetic.
You just have to wait.
That is
You guys are so fucking lame.
Fucking bad. How do you let that happen? How do you let that happen, honestly? How do you let a kid walk up at no fucking boots, walk up and kill you? Can you explain to me, please? I don't get it. Can you explain to me how that happens? That shouldn't even be happening. That Enigma, you let him walk the fuck up. You let him walk up. You fucking kids let a hero, nobody's...
It's like, you guys are such fucking faggots. It's... I'm super tilted. Like, like, if you don't get it, you don't fucking get it. I'm just going to explain it how I want. You guys can fuck off. So, at this point, he knows he's about to start screaming.
I don't get it.
He gets
Can you
up.
explain to me how that happens? That shouldn't even be happening.
I'm going to explain it more now because it pisses you off. He gets up to close his door. He's in a living environment where if he screams, other people can hear him, and that embarrasses him. So he knows he's about to start hollering, so he gets up and closes the fucking door so his mom or his roommate or whoever cannot hear him scream.
You fucking kids let a hero nobody's fucking playing walk the fuck up and cast a spell on you idiots! It's so fucking bad! I've never seen something that bad! That's horrible! You gotta be fucking kidding me you're that fucking bad at this game! You fucking kids deserve to fucking lose! Who the fuck seriously lets a fucking enigma walk up 295 fucking move speed, and all you motherfuckers see it. I'm gonna leave the fucking game. You kids don't fucking deserve to win, because you're fucking dumb as shit.
There are so many clips just in that thing that I still repeat. You let a hero nobody's fucking playing walk up and cast a spell on you, idiots. I've said that. I've said that in games before. Like, you let him walk up and cast a fucking spell on you. Brown boots, 295 fucking move speed, just slowly crawled towards you and cast his fucking ult on you retard players.
Kids are fucking monkeys!
They're fucking monkeys.
Go fucking fight! You kids are fucking retarded! How the fuck do you lose a game like this? This is fucking impossible to fucking lose! And you dumb monkey fucks have managed it!
You dumb monkey
You lost a
fucks.
fucking free farming PA! Unfucking believable! You kids are fucking retarded! Fucking better things to fucking do!
This is the best part, and it's so subtle, you have to really think about it. This is the je ne sais quoi of this video.
God fucking damn, those kids are fucking morons!
He rage quits the game and says, I've got better things to fucking do. And he restarts the game literally immediately. Literally immediately, he reboots Dota.
How do you fuck up a game that fucking easy? Fucking trash fucking noobs. End of fucking story. A fucking bottom with 30 fucking minute manta and 6 fucking towers down.
He's saying that
Uncompra fucking hints
he's saying that he's playing very well and that it's impossible for them to lose.
Competent fucking slovenly public I literally had a fucking
Also, the thing that he does where he says pubs as like an insult makes me laugh a lot because he says Publix, like the name of the store in Florida.
13-minute battle fury, 17-minute hood fucking boots.
I'll skip to the very end on this one because this is mostly him ranting about the game. He queues up, and this is another all-time favorite fucking part of this.
Clueless pubs. Fuck, I'm fucking randoming. Oh, fucking Huskar.
Fucking Huskar. In case you don't know, Huskar is in the game, is like maligned as like something that only like shitty retarded Brazilian people pick. So he tries to random his character to like punish the team that he's playing on or something, or like punish him, or just like he doesn't even want to play. He's so angry is the thing. So he doesn't know what to play because he doesn't really want to play. He's just angry. So he randoms and he gets like the most shit ass fucking hero in the entire game. Fucking Huskar. I loved it. I honestly, people that get like, oh, I don't like this one part and start spamming chat are like the worst fucking people in every live stream. Like, what fucking Debbie Downers? Then leave. If you don't like it, just fucking leave. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, oh man, this internet stream about fat retards on the fucking internet shitting their pants. All those hours of videos of Chantal eating fucking chicken sandwiches. This is my content interrupted for 3 minutes of something that I don't like? What? How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? I'm the most important person in the fucking world and you just did that to me. I don't understand how... at two, Brute. Freak. So brief update on I haven't looked into this, but I get the gist. So Ron Watkins, who I believe is QAnon, has decided to cash out on 8chan and try to siphon the 401ks of every boomer retard fuckhead that still posts on 8chan thinking like QAnon's real. Trump made billions of dollars, so now it's his turn. He's asking for $500 million market cap on the 8chan token. The stretch goal being, this is our biggest leap yet. After reaching 500 million market cap, we will reveal the tell-all of a mysterious figure whose influence has been felt by many but never fully understood. Join us in striving towards this major threshold. So he's effectively trying to dangle out the identity of QAnon to all the boomer retard fucks who still use 8chan. And he's saying, if you give me $500 million of market cap, I will tell you this guy's identity, basically. It's the most obvious, like... It just, when I read this, I was thinking, like, I'm so bad at making money compared to these other people. If I was evil, if I was, like, an evil person, I could make so much fucking money. This is just the most obvious patented, like, give me $500 million in cryptocurrency, and I will tell you that I've been the one shitposting on my own fucking website for years. That's basically what he's saying. It's genius. And they're going to give it to him. They're going to give him that fucking money. They're not going to, probably not get to 500 million, but they are going to empty out their 401ks, and they're going to buy this fucking token, and it won't get that far. And remember, it's market cap, so it'll only be like a couple $1 million, but it'll be evaluated at $500 million at some point. But it's just like, give me free fucking money, and I might tell you something, and he's not going to tell him because it's not going to get that much, and it's just give me free money, and people are going to do it. But he got called out hard because it's an obvious cash grab, and then 80% of the entire supply was already purchased by what I believe is a developer. Same wallet that created the token proceeds to buy 79.3% of the next transaction. On PF, the creator of the token always gets a first buy, i.e. not a sniper. That's your dev bro, bought it all and then sent it to insiders. Look at the addresses I circled, here they are. So this is like the most obvious pump and dump fucking thing ever. And then Ron put out a literal manifesto, and I think it's just like he didn't expect that he'd get called out for this shit so fast, and from people that actually are financial supporters of him. So now it's in a situation where like the QAnon people were like super hyped up about this. They're like analyzing the numbers and being like, the letter 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 equals 7. 7 is the letter Q, or 17 is the letter Q in the alphabet. And it's just like fucking bullshit. And then he posted again, 17 minutes, just the letter Q in the alphabet. But then he got called out for being a fucking scamming Mexican. He's half Chinese, half Ron Watkins, whatever he is. How it's going, I am not reading all this. He made a fork of a Bitcoin, tech algorithm guy. With the new EO and the draining of the swamp in real time, I wanted to bring back 8chan while addressing questions. Nobody's going back to fucking 8chan, bro. You never recapture that magic, bro. It's fucking dead. He has 400,000. That's crazy. So much fucking money you can scam off these fucking retards. Trump released his meme coin, so he wanted to do the same thing. Be careful of snipers on pump.fun. He went to pump.fun, by the way, which is like how little kids are scamming retarded Indian people of their life savings. He's still blaming the sniper, I guess. Oh, he's blaming a dev. He's saying that JFK Jr. stole the money. And then he went to an X space, and everyone made fun of him for being a scammer. And he's still working on it, so definitely buy it. Okay, great, cool. Thanks, Ron. Very trustworthy. I wish you $500 million, my friend. I just wish I was that good at stealing money from people. The problem is, chat, I'm a nice guy. I can't scam money from retards. When I ask for money for people, I actually do work. In response, I'm a fucking retard. You know how many hours I put into working on HN software for like $20,000 in total? Like half a year, 7 months, 40 hours a week at least, on average. 40 hours a week for more than half a year, for $20,000. And this fucking faggot cringe posts as a fake deep state LARPer for a couple years on a dead website. And then he's like, okay, now I want to collect $500 million. And he has like 400,000 followers to pitch the shit to give him money. I'm so retarded, chat. Why am I so fucking retarded? Just scam retards. You know, retards aren't people. You can take their money. If you can siphon the cash of fucking boomers and Indian people, go for it. It's all yours, man. It's all yours for the taking. It's like those nets they use to harvest tuna. Just like round them all up in a big fuck all net. Take all their shit. They don't deserve to have it. Just fucking rob them like a bank. Next, tour swats. So Jackie Singh is still coping and sneering about the fact that she failed docs tour swats like 3 fucking times, and she's trying to take credit for tour swats being arrested, even though she's a complete and total failure and embarrassment to herself and all the people of India, basically. I don't know how you can humiliate Indians, but she's managed to do it. She also failed doc somebody else. Let's see what this is. I regret to inform the public that the individual blocking Maxine Walters, i.e. lawful interest of the Department of Education, appears to be Toby Jensen van Rensburg, an offensive cybersecurity expert from South Africa who runs Grey Owl Defense. Now, I am mentally handicapped and probably mildly autistic. And one of my biggest, if I am autistic, one of the biggest symptoms that I have as a Spurg is that I am awful at face blindness. I genuinely, I can barely tell people apart. Even then, these are clearly not the same fucking people. And it profoundly fascinating to me that this dumpy Indian whore is somehow like everything about their face shape, their brows, their eyebrows, their nose. It's just like he's bald and white, and it has that same mustache, that same handlebar mustache. Even their ears aren't the same. Like the entire silhouette of his face. Oh, because she's not white, so she can't tell white people apart. All white people look the same. They look like a monkey without their hair. Shit, thin lips and shit, man. On the tour swats train, Patrick S. Tomlinson, I'm not making fun of him for this one because he actually told the truth for once. He says, right now, 18-year-old Erlan Filion, aka Tour Swats, is in his sentencing hearing for running a swatting for hire service through Telegram. What you may not know is that Filion, who the cult stalking my family paid to swat us dozens of times. The prosecution was asking for 37 months in prison plus 3 years supervised release, a rather short sentence for domestic terrorism and hate crimes he pled guilty to. This strongly suggests Filion is cooperating with the FBI to roll up his client list as well. Shucks, Don. I agree with Tomlinson 100%. What's funny is that the Mexican judge actually gave him a harsher sentence than what the prosecutor was asking for. So that prosecutor should probably be fucking fired for being a giant piece of shit. Just my thoughts on that. The 48 months is ridiculous. It's 4 years, in case you're wondering. Then it has like 4 years supervised release. So the only cope and sneed that I can possibly have for this ridiculously short, like this guy should like not be allowed to continue living. Like there should be a death penalty for what he's done, after due process, of course. But we can hope that he sold out his client list because that's literally the only explanation that would make this justifiable at all. It's just the article of that. Ethan Klein is being sued by his housekeeper. His housekeeper is like a little Mexican lady. She's been employed for 4 years. She is suing them for like employment discrimination because apparently she told them that she would have to take some time off because she has a hernia and it has to be surgically remedied. So she told him, like, hey, just so you know, I have a hernia. I'm going to have to take it easy for a little bit, and I'm going to have to go in for surgery soon. 2 days later, she was fired. So Ethan Klein and Gila Klein decided, like, oh, this woman that's faithfully served us for 4 years, thank you for your service. We, of course, are liberals, and we are against exploitative forms of hiring practices. But unfortunately, bitch, that doesn't apply to us, obviously. So you are fired. Do not come back. I'm not giving you any severance. I'm looking for something, chat. Give me a second. I thought I had it right there, but you know what? And then, okay, so in her lawsuit, she is saying it's not even going to be funny because it's taken me so long to find it. In her lawsuit, the Mexican cleaning lady is saying that not only do they enact employment discrimination against her because of her injury, they also intermingle Teddy Fresh and personal funds. So apparently Teddy Fresh is just like a giant fat fucking piggy bank for the clients. And really, even though that sounds really terrible to abuse this poor Mexican lady like that, what else would you expect from a woman who did this? No, the KingRaven video sucks. It's 3 minutes long. I don't understand any fucking Dota. And then also my same audience. Yes, play the Gila Klein video for literally the 100th fucking time. The 109th time. Please, I beg of you. Incredibly. And then finally, to cap off the internet people bits, kind of a weird W for Ethan Ralph. Not only did the Kansas City Chiefs heroically keep the Buffalo Bills out of the Super Bowl, which they're very likely to win, Matthew Vickers, now this is a weird thing, I'll kind of summarize it for a bit. Over the past year, I'll do a little bit more in-depth summary. Matthew Vickers is the baby mama of Ethan Ralph's first baby mama's father. Matthew Vickers is notable for being exactly like Ethan Ralph in every way, shape, and form. They look alike, they act alike, they're both fat and retarded. Matthew Vickers is belligerent and insane, and that is exactly why Faith Vickers ran away and got impregnated by a pig monster. In the time since, Matthew Vickers has tried to play up that he's living his best life and epically owning Ethan Ralph by fostering his child for him and paying for it out of pocket. But on the dark underbelly of Matthew Vickers' world, he's closed down his silver coin shop. He's gotten divorced and his house is in foreclosure. And this is due to unsecured credit card debt in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And there was some theory crafting that Matthew Vickers and his wife, they have like 5 kids together. So it's crazy that they would split up. There was some speculation that Matthew was divorcing her so that the house and assets could go in her name and the debt would stay in his name, or vice versa. And then one of them would bankrupt and it would not affect the other because there wouldn't be a married couple anymore. And that does not seem to be the case because Matthew Vickers has just recently filed pro se against his own ex-wife, actually still wife, because they're going through the divorce proceedings. And he is alleging that she defamed him. So he's suing her pro se for defamation, which is a huge pain in the fucking ass to deal with. Any lawsuit is. And it's just like his entire life has fallen apart. And it's just so crazy to me that he is so much like Ethan Ralph in every way, shape, and form. And Ethan Ralph, despite being a disgusting pig monster with no redeeming qualities, is still able to consistently get W's over him all the time. I've talked about this variously, but I'll bring it up again. When Faith Vickers first absconded from California, she flew all the way across the country from California to Virginia, because he was in Richmond at the time, to become impregnated by a pig monster. Matthew Vickers actually joined the forum, and he was threatening her because she had taken her cell phone, and he says, if you don't come back right now, little lady, I'm disconnecting your cell phone. The consequences will never be the same. He was trying to like hardball her, and it's like, if she's left, she's probably trying to find her sense of self, her sense of independence. And if you're going to try to punish her in any way, the last thing you would want to do is to terminate her cell phone contract, because that's how she calls you when she wants to come home. It was just like the most profoundly fucking retarded thing I've ever heard. And I told him this. I said straight up, like, you're a fucking retard. You're she's 18. She just turned 18. She just became an adult. She's trying to figure out what to do. She's trying to test what she can do as an independent person. And if you're going to come out and try to like pull a hammer on her, that's probably indicative of why she left in the first place. And you should be trying to ease off the brakes a little bit and do damage control here. And he responded by saying, go fuck yourself. He wrote a big post about how the Kiwi Farms was retarded and he wasn't going to post there anymore. And then despite us, he started leaking documents that we would be interested in to people that we hated, just so that we would have to read their Twitter accounts and shit. That's how fucking petty and retarded this guy was. And then how was he rewarded? Well, I was completely right. Faith got pregnant. Faith ended up in an insane asylum, involuntarily fucking committed. And then she finally went home, I think because Ethan Ralph was just like, oh, because of the revenge pornography. No, that was after even. That was fucking after. He like beat her. He did something. I don't know what he did, but he drove her home. I forgot that part. And then he posted a sex tape of them to spite her ex-boyfriend. And it's just like, this all could have been avoided if you were just a better father. And he's never taken that to heart. Nothing's his fucking fault. Literally, his entire life has fallen apart, and his bloodline is gunted. His bloodline is gunted. Forever and ever and ever, amen. The bloodline of Matthew Vickers and the bloodline of the pig monster known as Ethan Ralph have intermingled. They are now consanguineous. They are family forever. There is no way out of this. Matthew Vickers has, and even, by the way, he's one of my favorite things about Vickers, just because I'm dumping on him, why not? Ethan Ralph once tried to make like an alternate personality, like a Christian style alternate persona that was obviously fucking him to send emails with, called Rad Roberts. And then Matthew Vickers had this alternate personality called Vicious Vickers. He like self-dubs himself as Vicious Vickers, and the only thing he's ever been vicious to is his own family and brood and ex-wife and his house and his everything he's ever owned. He's pretty fucking vicious to them, while Ethan Ralph has continually stuck his little thumb dick in every hole on Matthew Vickers' body over and over again. And then he even tried to start up like an internet blood sports type like live stream called The Good, the Bad, and the Vicious with Vicious Vickers. And he really thought he was going to like out kill stream Ethan Ralph to epically own him, but literally nobody ever watched any of these streams even for a nanosecond. So he just stopped at some point and then went completely bankrupt and lost his main business. That's the that's the story of Matthew Vickers. And now he's suing his ex-wife. He's suing the mother of his like 4 children for defamation after they lost the house. Really just incredible. If you like this, like the first stream you've ever watched, you might think I'm completely full of shit and just making things up because that sounds like a story. Like someone would write that. But no, that really happened. That guy really fucked up his whole life because he was too fucking stupid and proud. And then the Reddit segment. I got a little Reddit post here. Now this is in our marriage. Wait, did I read this one already? Uh-oh. If I read this one already, I might have to do Lipstick Alley again. Did I read The Wife Won't Stop Talking About Politics? I can't remember. Because I felt, no? Okay, good. Because I think I had this one lined up, but then I did Lipstick Alley yesterday. Anyways, okay. Wife Won't Stop Talking Politics from Bam Bam McStanky 2. There's a second McStanky, not to be confused, no relation. seeking advice in our marriage. As the title states, my wife refuses to stop doom scrolling and talking politics. We've been married for 20 years and aligned politically, but it's nonstop rage. And when I ask her to please change the topic, like our kids in college, for example, she seems unable to do so. I love her and I want to support her, but the constant rage spiral of what Trump or Musk is doing is exhausting. She accuses me of burying my head in the sand and being defeatist. I look at it as protecting our mental health. She has repeatedly said that she's unable to focus at work and is clearly affecting our daily life. Anyone else in the same boat? Well, clearly she needs to relax a little bit because things that are out of your control are things that you shouldn't spend too much mental energy. Oh, okay. I mean, we are in the midst of our democracy being destroyed, so if everyone doesn't get as upset about it as your wife, we're probably all doomed. There's a way to be upset. Wait, no, this is a bad opinion. This is a fairly typical trauma response. Lots of blue women feel genuinely traumatized. I do. Reese McGullen is traumatized. Donald Trump deciding that we're not going to have a Department of Education has traumatized. Look, she posted, leopards ate my face. This is a mother. This has children. Gen Z, Mommet. Leopards ate my face. Our politics. Women in news. Ourself. Oh, I see the word fascism somewhere. Hold up. Fascism. It's not true, but even if it were, there's no good reason to bring it up now. Well, this is an ourself. Barack Obama bombed more countries than any other president in history. And then she goes, it's not true. It's not true. And don't bring it up now because it's going to make fascism look better. Cool. Let's see. Back to the thread. I like reading these comments. Just this morning, I was thinking about how I reacted after the election. I honestly felt like I was in a disassociative fugue state for almost a week. It was insane. I worked the polls on election day and the 2 following days. I stayed in bed, cried a lot. I was legitimately terrified to be out in public. I couldn't look men in the eye. More white women voted for Trump than for Harris. I guess that doesn't count, though. I mean, I guess she, in the same way that every time there's a political defeat, conservative men blame women, especially white women. This woman just blames men every time. I guess men did vote for Trump across the racial boundaries, though, more than the women. But she just blames men. I was afraid of seeing either hatred towards me or fierce gloating in their eyes. I'm 6 feet tall, and I started wearing heels again to feel like I have some power back. What the fuck? Is this a troon? Post an American Dad, ARF, Indiana, Stephen King, TikTok cringe. Not how girls work. I don't see anything too. 6 foot tall woman afraid of being looked at. Fascinating. Let's see. A lot of people are feeling this way right now, but you do have a right to set a boundary. Nah, shut up. Oh my god, Fabulous Donut 65, are you my husband? This entire subreddit is just filled with people like this guy's wife that are having a mental breakdown because their political candidate of choice lost. Fascinating. Cool. Okay. So, that should be it. Have a great Friday, a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope all of you guys have dates lined up. I would expect nothing less of my audience than an afternoon full of romantic proclivities from each and every one of you. It's your Project Mayhem assignment after you get those toothpicks in the lock. I don't have any Bossman stuff. I don't think anything's happened with him that's like too over the top. If it has, I missed it somehow. No lolcow segment. Are you retarded? Awesome stream. Finally, recognition. At 7 p.m. your day is done. It sucks to be European, I guess. Imagine having no day. Just go straight to evening. Then you have no day. Favorite Valentine candy? I mean, I don't like those stupid chalk hearts. I like I guess out of all the typical candies that you would associate with Valentine's Day, I like those. It's like dark chocolate with a cherry inside, and then it also has like a liqueur in it, and it's like mildly alcoholic, so it makes your tongue a little tingly. Those are quite good. There's a name for it. It's like something cherried or something. Cherry cordials. Yes, that's right. That sounds right. Cordial cherries. I didn't see the DSP stuff. I'm going to have to do that for next stream. If anything happened with Boss Man, I'll kick that to the next week as well. It's all we. All right. Meat Spaceman for 2 says, I mined this XMR on a company computer just for you. Enjoy total banker death. Base. Thank you. Kurt Eichenwald, Anime Masturbator for 5 says, Glorious Q Emperor, when BMJ inevitably gets incarcerated, you can follow his ethnic replacement. There's a gentleman who goes by Jaman, who is a degenerate Gamba addict. He buys iPads on credit to pawn them for Gamma money, among other things. I don't know, man. Something about Boss Man always taking other people's money and gambling it. It's a little bit funnier than that. Thank you. Monero Extremist for 1 says, you're now the third ranking creator on XMR chat in terms of amount of money received. How right was I to start to harass you to accept Monero super chats? It's made like a couple bucks. It's not like a ton of money, I don't think. I haven't counted, but I don't think it's like an extreme amount. It does help pay with, I shouldn't say that. It does help with my discretionary spending. I'll say that. Thank you. Bunker, yeah, but whatever. It wasn't too hard to get it. I had to fuck around with it, but I did figure it out. Bunker Housing for 5 says, time to consume content. I do like to consume content. Are you talking about my stream? You shouldn't consume my stream content. Thank you. Octavia sales rep for $50 says, happy feast of St. Valentine, everyone. Thank goodness we're not all still celebrating Lupercalia. No one likes getting randomly whipped while buying their groceries. I don't know what that means, but I do like food more than getting whipped. So I agree with that sentiment. Thank you very much. Romberger for 2 says, Valentine's Day or Candy Heart message. You are too cute. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Little Baby Child for 5 says, met at the calculator, met at the pocket protector, met at the punch card system. Oh, because I'm a nerd. Think I'm a fucking nerd? You little fucking disgusting Publix nerd. Ballistic Characteristic for $20 says, that feel when you put a jacket on you haven't worn in a while and find a crisp $20 super chat. That is a nice feeling. That's a great feeling. Hopefully I can't wait. Once I'm a skinny queen, I'm going to wear nice looking clothes, chat. That's literally my entire motivation. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I just want to look good in certain clothing. Can't be fat and wear a leather greatcoat. You just can't. And I need to fit in the uniform. Thank you. Humble Guardsman for 5 says, Nishi xiao tu du. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Nishi is you are. I don't know what xiao tu du is. That probably means late. I'm going to guess. That's probably what he's saying. Schwarzwald Null for 5 says, can you confirm or deny the rumors that Baldoham is a deadbeat who got his primary hamster cage foreclosed on after going derelict on payments to his ham equity line of credit? Bro, you don't understand. Baldo Newsham he knows how to leverage debt, okay? It's part of being an adult. It's part of being rich. Now that you would fucking know. Poor people don't have to worry about leveraging debt. That's a rich people thing, like Donald Trump. So, yeah, shove it. Ratlord11141 says, Null, how do I apply at Gitmo as capo? I think Gitmo is ran by the military, so you have to... Yeah, I'm sure they're hiring nurses if you really want to go there. You have to speak Spanish, though. I think, maybe. Probably not, actually. Stalker Child, enjoy prison for 10 says, Israel can have whatever it wants if it means the Troons go away. I don't think I care about anything else if it means these freaks are pushed into the dustbin of history. Look, bro, if you give me mine, I support giving you yours. From the Nile River to Kuwait to the Lebanese mountains in Turkey, I support a greater Israel if it means that you'll give me what the fuck I want. And you know what I want. Thank you. Porglack for 1 says, I'm black and bisexual and your stream is being discriminatory towards me. No refunds. Good luck 7 for 2 says, try buttermilk if you haven't yet. Buttermilk? Milk with the butter in it? I don't know what I know you use that for pancakes. I don't know what else you use buttermilk for. I will read the $5 ones. What are the ramifications of inquiring various OnlyFans models to see if they would like a persona? Can I profit off this? No. Little Baby Child for Two says, fun fact, in addition to having a lot of helpful neighbors, Philly is also chock full of troons and troony neighbors. I think, didn't we, on Lipstick Alley, I don't know if you saw the last stream, but I was reading through Lipstick Alley, and there was a thread in the LGBTQIP plus section of Lipstick Alley where they were asking what the new gay capital, gay mecca was in the United States, because Atlanta had fallen, apparently. And someone said Philly. And then I said, okay, I think Philly is a better pick than D.C. So I said Philly is now the gay black capital of the U.S. And you're now confirming this opinion of me. I'm pretty sure that exact... Can someone... I feel like I'm going insane. I did say that, right? I feel like I said that. Someone should clip me, because I feel like I did say that. Where's the thing? Okay. Finkelheimer Golden Shlomo for 5 says, just some weight loss motivation for you. If you eat less, more food will be available for your queen. Fuck you. David S877 for 25 says, happy Valentine's Day, Josh. May this day bring you the heart of your enemies. Every day should be lined with the hearts of my enemies. Oh, chat's finally gotten caught up and has confirmed that I did say that yesterday. Thank you very much, David. Markiplier Sex Slave for 10 says, how much Sneed would a Sneedchuck snuck if a Sneedchuck could snuck Sneed? About tree fitty. I ever asked one of my friend when I lived in a trailer in Florida, his trailer in Florida, hey, if I ever asked him a question that he didn't know the answer to, he'd say about tree fitty. He'd make a really stupid face while saying it too. Thank you. Hamburger for 2 says, Valentine's candy heart message, so fine, all mine. Oh boy, that's really heating up. Space Allen for 20 says, ham jam. Thank you, Space Allen. I appreciate it. Don't take my kidneys for 2 says, when I think of Jeeps, I'll always just remember for the Wrangler my mom drove when I was a kid. Piece of shit shook violently if you drove more than 30 miles per hour. That sounds dangerous. That sounds like the axles are fucked up. That sounds like it's really dangerous. Pancake Luchador for $20 says, all my homies hate Jeeps. Now, I can't play YouTube videos on the main thing, but I will look at it.
Nice Bape hoodie. You still in high school, or are you just a virgin?
The guy that works at the vape shop said I look badass.
He drives a Jeep Wrangler.
Ah! What an ugly fucking car! What a stupid fucking vehicle with a piece of shit suspension! You know when a mechanic sees one of these, he sees a big fucking paycheck with wheels on it, cause it goes into the shop twice a fucking year, yet they advertise it as an off-road vehicle! The engineers that built the original one in World War II saw what you were doing with their fucking creation. They would have said, fuck Hiroshima, fuck Nagasaki, let's drop a nuke right on fucking Detroit. What the fuck is this piece of shit? Holy fuck. Oh my god.
That's pretty awesome, actually. Thank you. A Spangled Cat for 10 says Catbox file. Okay, I'll play this. I can actually load Catbox, I'm pretty sure.
Big niggas hate on me cause I'm a fat nigger. I don't give a fuck cause I'm a bitch getter. Got a white bitch, she a wrist slitter. Got Jewish money, nigga, fuck it. Don't let Seth Tobin be your babysitter. Cause I heard that nigga was a kid diddler. Yeah, I heard that nigga was a pedophile.
That head, he's got good flow. I'm not gonna knock it. The lyrics are funny, but this guy, he's got good flow. I like him. I wish him luck. The talent out there looking pretty fucking dire. I think this guy has a spot at the top. Thank you. Bridget Magnet for 10 says, hi Josh, I always watch your podcast with my girlfriend. Please wish us a happy Valentine's Day and tell us your opinion of South Africa. Well, happy Valentine's Day. Watching Maddie is not my idea of a date, but whatever works for you. My opinion is that South Africa is a gigantic shithole. I assume you mean the white people in South Africa, because that's what's contentious. Donald Trump wants to bring in the Boers. I support this. Let me be clear. I support this. I support this initiative. I think that all Africans who are white should come to the United States. I will warn you, though. The Boer is not an American. They are very different. They are surviving in a hostile environment, and they have lost their minds. They'll need some time to heal from this generational trauma that they have endured. It's going to be like, I'm not joking. It's like when the Irish first came over to a mostly Protestant English America, and there was like a culture clash between the Irish and the Anglos. They're kind of scary. They're kind of scary. Okay. If you ever want to look up Die Antwoord, go for it. They're kind of fucking scary. That said, I think we can work through this together. Let's see. Spinglecat for one says, I'm going to delete the emissions and Democrat emissions fluid off my diesel. Don't do it, bro. The emissions and shit, man. Fuck. Little Baby Child for two says, what is the microplastics in the testicle and the estrogen in the womb only turns white babies gay? The blacks seem to keep neighboring along just fine. I don't think it's plastics, bro. I think it's something else. Docs Found for 28 says, I think there's more black gay people than white gay people. Docs Found for 28 says, I spent $28 on a Kanye West swastika shirt. I figured I could at least kick you back the same. We will see if it actually arrives. That's the banger question. Are they going to refund you? There's no way they're going to fucking print those shirts. Thank you very much. Good luck with that. Lucifero 210 for one says, remember to go sweep for Chantal, offer sweet feet for She's married, bro. Go get your queen. I'll seriously hope you get your nonprofit off the floor smoothly. I'm willing to put in time if you need a peon. Well, thank you. I'm working on it. We're currently blocked by Spam House because the Spam House is a fucking extortion racket. It needs to be dismantled. I really don't understand. They're blocking me only because we use DNS pod for our DNS server. They said that we're in a bad neighborhood. It's such bullshit. I fucking hate Spam House. Vordier for 5 says, I clicked that right. I did click that right. Crazy how your internet has gotten worse after you supposedly returned to the United States. I'm still using the same fucking Starlink, bro. I'm not paying for internet twice. I'm still using my Starlink. TP Deluxe for 2 says, Josh, you haven't mentioned any true crime stuff in a while. Watch anything lately. Also, we miss caffeinated Josh. Bring him back. Too bad. I've cut the caffeine. True crime wise, there was a video on Blue Cam or Ewu Body Cam, and it was a video of a black guy super fucked up on meth. He was climbing on telephone wires between telephone poles and taking big dookie dumps. Completely naked while dangling from the telephone wires as a like a monkey, and because they were trying to put the fire truck underneath him so they could grab him or stop him from falling to his death. So he's like, "Hey, yo, fuck this fire truck," and just literally took a shit on it from like hanging, like literally like a turd chunking ape. Pretty crazy. Body cam features are amazing. The Orange Cow for $100 says, please play this to punish the audience. Well, you know what? The audience for this stream has sucked. They've been booing all the videos I like. And you know what? Let's see what this is, because fuck them. yeah. Maybe we can merge this. We can merge this. Hold up. Let's see if we can merge this chat. I'm gonna do something a little bit experimental. Just a little bit experimental here.
Valhalla will always be there.
Kennen Sie Donald Trump? Nicht vergessen. Präsident der USA ist ein oranger Faschist, der Demokratie zerstört und den Planeten kaputt macht. Ein verurteilter Verräter und korrupter Frauenfeind, der mit einem Bein ins Arsch von jedem Aspekt. Ein elitärer, hochgefilmter Zirkusclown, der Atombomben hat, Menschen weisen kann und vor allem dein komplettes Werk vergisst. Vladimir Putin, die Kriegsverbrecher und russische Diktator. Gott im Himmel steh uns bei.
Nicht vergessen. Comedy. 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 Eine Katastrophe, Brody. That's what you get. Never laugh at my KingRaven videos again, you fuckers. Next. Thank you very much, by the way. Computer car hater for one says total computer car and advertiser death. Based and true. Monero Chad. Lucifer 210 for one says, is Rackets going to join Kanye on Fuentes' lawn to do Galaxy Gas? I mean, anytime he wants at this point. Haramburger for two says, Valentine's Day candy heart message, KYSFGT. Also, until February 16th, get a candy heart-shaped pizza at Papa John's for $11.99. Happy Pizza Day. Fuck fried chickens. What the fuck? What the fuck you mean? What do you fucking mean? Saying that about fried chicken? Motherfucker? Bitch. 11 Circuit for two says, just a reminder that Brianna Wu runs a Democratic PAC that pumps big money into leftist YouTubers to astroturf certain socio-political positions and ideas. Still? I thought that was like a complete failure. If you want to make a post, that'd probably be a banger tweet if you made a tweet about that. Bunker Housing for two says, have you loaded up with Freedom Bucks to see the latest Marvel slop? Myself, I'm not even going to pirate it. Dude, I'm trying to remember the last time I watched any Marvel or DC fucking anything. It's probably, I don't want to say this to sound like I'm a snob or whatever. I think the last time I watched any cape shit anything was like the Joaquin Phoenix Jokers. I did watch all the Batman movies. The one up to Bane at least. The two good ones by Nolan. And as far as like actual cape shit though, is Batman's not Marvel's, right? No, he's DC. The DC movies are very moody, like dark and broody. So I have watched a couple of those because that's more my style. But I think the last Marvel movie I watched was the Spider-Man with the really good guy that does the newspaper. And I don't think I watched any of the sequels. Because I have no interest in that. None whatsoever. And I'm not saying that to be like I'm better than the comic book nerds. I do run a drama site. I have to be careful what I say. But I have not watched Kick-Assia. Yeah, the Sam Raimi one. The Sam Raimi one where it was like in 2008, I want to say that movie released. I watched that one in theaters even. Tobey Maguire, yeah, that one. I've watched the Batman. I've watched the early Batman where like he's not Batman yet, he's like young. Then I watched the really good one with the Joker, and then I watched the one with Bane, and then I watched the two Joker films with Joaquin Phoenix. No, I haven't. I've only watched the first one. I did not watch the gay rape one. So that's it. Pizza time. Lucifer 210 for one says, I pirate your shit. I own every PS1, PS3 game that's mine. Fuck Sony base. Foxes for 5 says, Teoxic mentioned. Oh, Teoxic. You're spelling it wrong. That's not how you spell that. Teoxic mentioned, take a shot. Yeah, take a shot. Toxic. Cully Dante for 10 says the Pooner clown was terrible. She didn't even have a red nose. I know, terrible clown. You're not gonna get any effective legislation passed when your clown makeup doesn't even include a fucking red nose. It's like bare minimum. Thank you. Long Border 241 for 5 says, Yo Josh, you ever gonna share the conversation you had with RMS? You never did last stream. No, it's about an ongoing issue that I'm looking into. Stino for one says the Buffalo Bill tree and the Red Beanie looks homeless. True, he does. Logistical Nightmare for 20 says, Happy Friday, Josh. I happened to require coffee this past week and Starbucks was my only option, so I took your recommendation at the pistachio cold brew. It is indeed the least shitty thing at Starbucks. Dude, it's not just like not shitty, it's like it crosses over to being fucking good. Unfortunately, I'll never get to have it again because I'm cutting hard now. I'm cutting hard, chat. But it is great. Must be something about the cold brew thing. Chloe Dante for 20 says, Welcome to the Gunt Club, Steve. Oh, Destiny, yeah. He's gonna be showing up on the kill stream here soon. The kill stream, baby. Thank you. The false copy sender for one says, my friend got virally reposted by leftists and asked me to show you. Okay. Friend has a Japanese name. I don't trust him. Sneed at Noob Slayer says, the point is you shouldn't have touched our fucking video games and now we are going to rape the United States. Yeah, I saw this tranny and I blocked him. He's the tranny. I'll show this. He's the tranny who if I remember correctly, this is the tranny who said something like, haha, we're taking away all your hobbies forever and you're never going to get them back. You'll never have your hobbies again. Haha, trannies win. And now people just bring up that we're going to completely and totally obliterate transgenderdom from the history books, as was done in the past. We're going to set it back another 100 fucking years. Verdier for 5 says, you know how I can know Destiny is guilty as fuck? He talks just like Maddox and Nick talking about their shady dealings and not handling it like Pro Jared, who was innocent. That's true. That's a good point. Banana Plugs for one says, happy pizza day, Josh. You're my favorite non-Slav always. I took the day off work and ate some high-class pizza with the wife. What pizza did you enjoy recently? The last pizza I had was a 3-cheese or 6-cheese Wisconsin from Domino's with pepperonis on it. Domino's is actually not that bad anymore. It's not as good as it is overseas. In Australia, it's like genuinely good. But as far as like slop pizza goes, it's not so bad. Yeah, I don't know the whole Pro Jared thing off the top of my head. We do have a thread for him. I think that all the women involved in that became like enemies of the site in some way. I'm pretty sure. I think even one of them joined the forum. I can't remember it. It was so long ago. Cheese94 for 3 says, Ethan, Ralph, Destiny, and Queen Kafals will all be pledging their support to Nick Fuentes and America First. They will support gay training sex to counter the Kiwi farms. More content to farm. I don't think we could survive that. Nick Fuentes, America First, promoting the trannies, I think would be fucked. We'd have to start being nice to Nick Fuentes. Porklack for 2 says, brevity is the soul of wit. Card blew you the fuck out. You got to give him the farms now. Fuck off. Buck Rousing for 2 says, people might ask, why buy house but no furniture? Well, what's better? Furniture equals 1, house equals 0, or furniture equals 0, or house 1. It's better to have a house than a furniture with no house. You're right. Bossman Hitler 88 for 2 says, if you neighbors want an old ass truck, get a first gen Dodge Ram Cummins or an ISIS truck like this. Also, the YouTube issues are fucking gay, Josh. It's true, they are gay. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those old trucks eventually. Mark my fucking words. Then I'll learn how to drive it. Leanthia for 5 says, meow meow. Josh Furry confirmed. I don't even remember what that was in context to. I didn't remember that though. Sneedo for 1 says, also remember that retarded Bickers bought 3 PS5s for some randoms. It's true, he did spend money on bullshit. He's running out, it's not his money, it's credit card debt. Who gives a fuck? Anime Extremist for 2 says, the only reason I see liking American football is if your city owns the team and residents get residual income for them doing well. The only team that applies to those is the Green Bay Packers. Really? Well, now I understand why the Green Bay Packers are so popular. That makes a lot of fucking sense. Humble Guardsman for 1 says, it means you are a little potato. Oh, the Chinese. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Bentard for 5 says, fuck neighbors, also fuck Whitey for being degen faggots. Total Mongolian dominance. The Fengols are taking over, chat. The resin TF up. Anime Extremist for 2 says, do you know who Philosopher Box Day is? If so, what do you think of him? Overall, I think he does good work. He coined the term social, sexual hierarchy and Sigma male, which became a meme. I've heard of Ox Day. I have never read anything or seen anything from him. I'm sorry. Sneak Cricket for 12 says, a friend of mine pushed me to watch one of those Another World anime. I watched the first episode and the MC friend gets sent to the other world too. Has a 12-year-old girl fall in love with him and it's really okay because it's a different world. Nuke Japan, please. Another World? Are you referring to the... No, that's Astralane. Dude, Japan's fucking weird with kids. I don't know what their fucking malfunction is. Thank you. Asian Tech Support for 5 says, late but made it. Welcome to the stream. Good timing. Crispy Legs for 10 says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. Calling it there. I have one more itsy bitsy, teeny weeny little update. Okay. So this is only for those dedicated Maddie listeners who have made it all the way to the very end. There is a band that I'm kind of fond over. It's become like a meme, and now because it's too popular, I don't really care about them anymore. But Death Grips has supposedly split up for real this time. I think the main guy is like insane, and he keeps threatening to break up the band. But now apparently it is for real, broken up. So I don't think I've ever played Death Grips as an outro song, and so our outro song is going to be friggin' Death Grips. Chat, enjoy, and have a great Valentine's Day. Assuming that. Oh, I was so smart. This is how smart I am, chat. That while I was talking, I actually went ahead and downloaded the video preemptively, and now I can drop it in.
It goes, guilty! Sit in the dark and ponder how I'm fit to make the bottom fall to the floor, and they all fall down. It goes. Out of the shadows, barrage of witch tongue, cobra spit over apocalyptic cult, killer cauldron, smoke, stop music, seriously. It goes. Can't stop the groove, look stars, clear off them locks, relentless raw movement for the knock for me to that G-spot body rock connected. To everything you want, ever did what we got it, one knock, come get us together in that hole and watch me drop this cold guillotine death sentence. Yeah. It goes, guillotine. Hidden all between and beneath every fragmented figure of speech, tongue in reverse whenever the beat causes my jaws to call. Ow! Yeah. The screen's flashing red, can't see shit ahead, spinning exorcists like planets, out of orbit off the edge of my actions, ripping the doors that far more than all that's ever been said. Yeah. Tie the cord, kick the gem and you're dead. Yeah. It goes, guilty! Head of a trick in a bucket, body of a trick in a bag, and thrown in the fire like fuck it. Gotta burn it before it goes bad. But too many times been disgusted by the stench of riding such a drag. Get broke by the street like bloodstained glass. Choke on these nuts to the very last. It goes. Serial number, killing machine, the illest of means. Doing them build on the filthy sound you're experiencing. It goes, guilty! Tinted windows, bulletproof, the slip not fixing rope to noose to the gravestone grinder of cold steel. The passion that blinds me so I feel you. Yeah. They go to and flows through our veins, blows through our tunnels and rattles our chains, and they all fall down. Go!